Alright, I am back. I just took a quick break, got a little bit of food, etc., etc. And yeah, I think that Howie and Doibs have went to sleep though. I was gonna solo queue, but I want a 100% chance that I am not going to get Jude on farm by like a pub that picks like Quelling Blade Kunkka or something, which has happened to me 5 or 6 times. It is the worst thing in the world because Kunkka has generally high base damage. Getting the Quelling Blade just extends that. And obviously Kunkka's cleave does a shitload of damage, so you can't get any creeps unless he says you can get creeps. So you all of a sudden become, the bitch sailor and Kunkka's the captain. And I like to be the farm captain when I play. So it's gonna be like I'm solo queuing, but not, because I'm going to bring Pori in and he will support me. But I'm not going to use Skype because again I just wanted to solo queue. And this is like solo queue light. It's like I'm solo queuing, but I brought someone with me. Now this is actually how I pretty much met Howie too. He was one of FKR's viewers, and usually those don't end up very well. But Howie, I just made a novelty account or a Smurf account, I guess. It was a Smurf account. I don't like the idea of novelty accounts, or because whenever I hear that word, I think of the stupid shit that people do on Reddit or whatever. But it was just like a Meepo or Feed or whatever was the name of the account or something. But it ended up being Meepo and Feed in every single game. Howie would support my Meepo, which is like the lowest iteration of farm that you could possibly be, is supporting a Meepo. And he did it pretty fucking well, and we won almost every game, and it was really fun. And it showed me something. It showed me that Howie knows how to stack camps, and Howie knows how to let me solo my lane, if it's a winnable matchup solo. For whatever reason, when we were playing, I would always get like throwaway lanes, like a solo Windrunner or something, or a solo Darkseer. Yet when I play on stream, I always get like dual laned or tri-laned. Like I get tri-laned and then like my team loses their lanes. But I can't complain, because sometimes I go in with really questionable stacks, and I know I'm going to lose. But I don't say that because, it's not very polite. But like that last game, I realized it was going to be pretty bad. Here, I'm just rolling the dice on 3 people. Sometimes pubbing can be kind of fun because you just roll the dice, see what you get for pubs. Now, one of the things that I don't like doing sometimes is solo queuing on the account that has the really good win rate. Because if you're in the super, super high bracket, you get put up against like the Snake King Infinity stack. Like, how do you think that these guys feel? These guys probably feel pretty shitty because it is a 3 stack. But I recognize a lot of the stacks that play, like at different times of day. Right now there aren't a lot of stacks on, but sometimes when the stacks are on, like the EG stack, the Merlini stack, and all these other stacks, it just gets really, really sad to play, because then you just get put up against like a stack in solo queue, and then you're like guaranteed a loss. But right now would actually not be a bad time to solo queue on the high win account. Maybe I'll do that if we lose this game. That's not to say like if we lose it'll automatically be Pori's fault or anything, but I like to solo queue sometimes. Now there are different heroes that I like to play when I solo queue. Generally when I solo queue, I try to pick a much higher impact role than I sometimes play on stream, because sometimes I play with good stacks in streams when I stream, but like lately I haven't, obviously. Go with those bottom of the barrel stacks. But because in a pub you never know what you're going to get. You never know if your lanes are going to fail. You're rolling the dice and you want to hedge your bets. You want to be sure that if your lanes fail, that or like 1 or 2 of your lanes fail, that you can still win the game. And there are a couple heroes that can do that, and there are a couple heroes that do really, really poorly if you're losing. So picking heroes that can do well when you're losing, but can also leverage a lead, are really, really good for solo queue. Also, I would recommend playing the 2 as opposed to the 1, because you'll have lost or won a lot of your games if you're playing like a hard carry before you even get to a point where you can do anything. On heroes like Animage, like you can still win those games because you can farm so quickly, or like PL, like you go late game enough, you can still win, etc. But there are some heroes that you get behind early and you can't do anything. But
all pick.
Bottom of the barrel fun stacks. Here we have useful heroes, and the enemies have heroes that I'm going to go PL because I like PL. Also, I think PL Coddle is a solid tri-lane. Well, okay, I think it can forge a solid tri-lane. It's not a bad duo lane either, because it's just annoying to play against if you're disadvantaged. But it's a really, you can do a lot of things tri-laning with Coddle. I think if I had a team, which will probably never happen because I don't know anyone, etc., skill level, shit like that, then I would probably draft Coddle like every fucking game if I wanted, because my style, I like to just farm an easy lane, and Coddle lends himself really well to making lanes easy. Bounty Hunter makes lanes hard. That's a hard hero to lane against. I'm gonna go a pretty farm-oriented build, as I tend to do when I play PL.
We march.
Prepare for battle.
But I'm gonna make it a little more conservative than I would usually do. A lot of the time, I'll go for the triple branch, one tango, but that's only if I'm fairly confident. Yes. But usually if I'm starting Quelling Blade, it's because I think my lane is not going to be too bad. The worst case scenario is that I get a Lion AA lane, and then all the other lanes the enemies have would be really ass, and I would expect my team to win. I wouldn't get a lot of farm, but my team would win all their other lanes. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think I'm going to have a fairly easy lane, so I'm going to start Quelling Blade so that I can get all of the CS.
We agree.
One thing that I really like about the new PL is that his stat growth is just so much nicer now. Since I generally go a lot of plus stats anyways, it's like I'm effectively getting 6 agility a level. Usually there's kind of this point at which melee heroes, especially, that, because with ranged heroes it's not as valid, but there's a point with any kind of melee hero where it just becomes much easier to farm if you have no abilities, like where you have enough armor and attack damage that it becomes effective. I mean, some heroes have abilities that make it so that that point comes a lot earlier. Like, say, like a life stealer doesn't have to worry about this kind of concern because he can steal life in the jungle. Whereas, like a Phantom Lancer, an Anti-Mage, or things like that, you need to get like a certain amount of items or gear to be able to effectively farm.
Simple.
But again, for Phantom Lancer, that comes really early because you get so much agility that your attack damage and armor just compounds.
Coiled, ready to strike.
Okay, Pori is fucking dead. That's really annoying.
Rush.
Dude, you needed to have grabbed that immediately instead of waiting when there's a bounty hunter that you almost know
I
for
was
certain.
waiting. I didn't know that he was gonna be there.
I know, you should always probably assume. That was really bad. Like, Pori basically just lost a salve worth of HP.
Yes.
I lost 2 tangos. And, well, how you're a windrunner, dude. I think you're gonna be fine.
You're a windrunner.
But Pori has basically fucked himself really bad now, and in doing so, I'm fucked as well. He didn't hit the creeps there, which is good. That was a good blast. I've never heard a windrunner complain about soloing bot. And again, I'm totally fucked because Pori did not pick up the rune. So this kind of shit makes me frustrated because this should be a pretty easy lane that I get a lot of farm in, and suddenly it's going to become a lane that is harder than it needs to be. I could have thrown a spear with the odds that we killed. Maybe if I threw yeah, if I would have thrown a spear and after you did that, I didn't consider the blast, actually. I think we could have gotten a kill. That guy doesn't have a stout shield. Like, this is a no stout shield bounty hunter, and he's gonna, like, win his lane, I think.
We are more able and more willing. We will find them.
But I'm definitely annoyed. That DD just completely ruined my early game. And instead of having 8 CS and 8 denies, I don't. Also, Pori is blasted the creeps once. Don't ever blast the creeps though. Like, I know that hurting him is going to be really effective, but if you can, just avoid doing that. I would stack this too so you can get some farm.
Into battle.
Let's say no stout shield bounty so he cannot possibly kill my support.
Such simple.
I cannot stress enough how important getting a poor man shield or a stout shield is on a bounty hunter. It's probably more important than getting it on a Darkseer, and Darkseer is a hero that I would consider those items to be of really high importance on.
Get the room.
But if you even see an invisibility hero in the game, always just spam click the rune.
Alright, I got it.
Without delay.
Especially Bounty Hunter, because Bounty Hunter will almost always check the rune. Even in competitive play. It's not just pubs. This guy's trying really hard to hit me instead of like focusing on last hits and denies. Can't wait to get a couple levels and just spam him out of the lane. Since, like I was saying earlier, PL Coddle is not good against other duo lanes, really. It's good if you mix it into a tri-lane, but it's not good against other duo lanes. But it's really good against solo lanes. It's sort of like how any support, or any lane that you have with a Shadow Shaman is instantly really good against duo lanes, because you have, like Shadow Shaman turns 1v2s into 1v0s, and he turns 3v1s into 2v0s, and he turns 3v2s into 3v1s.
We apologize.
I really don't think I shouldn't have to help you, I don't think. I think you'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We will.
We need a crow pretty bad. A lot of the items I like to get on Venom Lancer also require courier use. He still does not have a stout shield. I don't think this guy understands how good stout shield is. Or poor man's shield on high armor heroes. Like, I'm gonna win right click fights with this bounty hunter really heavily, and bounty hunter is not a hero that should ever be a statement that you say. You don't win right click fights with fucking bounty hunter on any hero, really.
Shall strike. I'm under attack.
See, look, if I just turn and fight him, I win heavily.
We march.
Fuck.
Simple. Decoy.
I made a
We
mistake.
will.
I just missed hotkey there.
Oh,
I mean,
bounty's going. I'm going back.
Attack.
oh, you're going the quick route now, Pori.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We rush.
I didn't actually mean to actually use my W there. But that was, again, poorly played. He needs to be aware there's a fucking bounty hunter that's missing. There's no reason for him to have died, but it's okay.
For our cause.
Oops.
We agree. We move.
God, I love this hero's base damage and everything about him.
Beware us now. For victory.
But we're doing fine
Are
up
you
here.
sure it's just not the same word and you keep placing it in the same place or something?
Probably.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Our pike finds you.
Oh, please don't hit the creeps with this. Oh, thanks a lot, bro. That really helps me.
I thought I aimed it down, but I didn't.
That's really fucking annoying. My IX Dorbs replacement is questionable as fuck right now.
A good idea.
I'm gonna blast my creeps again. Oh, he's gonna blast the air. Whatever. Let's see, I've gotten Crow now after it's relevant, and yes, he blasted the creeps again. Fucking
Your
nigger
middle
retard.
tower is
Holy shit, that's not exactly what I meant. I just realized Pori's actually black, and I used the word nigger in a non-racist context. But I should probably just stop using the word nigger altogether. I like Pori
Oh
though.
my god.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you, Pori! You son of a bitch! You're the worst IX Dorbs! I just said I loved you too. I fucking hate you now. Holy shit. You're a dick. This guy's track. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I literally never ever played support. Like, never.
Oh god, he volunteered for it too in the Skype call. This
Every
son of a
time I do it,
bitch.
I'm probably, 'cause I
Yeah, the
know
bounty
I
hunter's a way
don't
higher
have
level than he should be, but this isn't a lane where we can keep him level
I
1.
would. Counter would. Give mana to the other guy. Not hard.
We understand.
Kinda hard.
Oh, mid.
Should get a ward so I know if mid tries to gank me.
Careful top.
Since, you know, he's a lion.
Oh my god, if you hit him, I'm pretty sure he would have died.
Yeah, I know. I soul ring, but then I decided I wanted the farm. But you need to get a ward because there's a lion with a finger and it's nighttime, so I'm kind of scared because if he gets a rune, I'm actually automatically
Our
dead.
numbers grow.
The rune's actually far, I think.
Oh shit. I just realized I don't have a certain consequence, or not consequence, but game setting.
Nope, no idea what the rune is.
I have to do this game setting every single time I click PL. Poor, you can always just go bottom if he needs the help though right now, because the bounty hunter is probably going to try to set up track kills, and I could beat him solo now because he has no stout shield or whatever.
There's 3 bot.
Find them.
Yeah, definitely just go bot and try to hold the tower with blast now, I think.
Alright, I'm walking.
Okay.
Bounty hunter's missing, guys. Careful.
We will.
I actually like the chat wheel for this
Missing
one
top.
thing. Missing is like, I really like being able to have something that automatically types that.
Okay, we're gonna spam the fuck out of this guy.
Now.
No, the bounty hunter shouldn't be as high level as he is.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was a really bad. It's probably the first easy CS that I fucked up.
Coming back.
Usually it's up to a higher number by now. You wait for the catapult one.
Swarm. Battle comes.
I really value getting a soul ring on a Phantom Lancer even if I have a coddle, because one, I'm going to be farming independently of him a lot.
For victory.
And also because the cooldown on
We feel the rush.
my Q is low enough that it's I can use it a lot in a fight if I have a soul ring. I Again, he's going to lose right click fights really bad to me, which is what he doesn't realize because he went the wrong build. So I'm just going to right click him every single time he wants to fight me.
The Huskar is this.
The Huskar.
If you want, you can grab the sentry off the tower.
I'm fine. So I can't do anything to me. The only thing I'm worried about is getting fingered. I really need to get a wand so that I can be fingered safe. This bounty hunter needs to be setting up track kills for his team. The fact that he's not is a little
I'll come
concerning.
spot when I can.
Here I'm going to tank the creep so that I can push the lane out.
Into battle.
Your middle tower.
Bounty hunter is definitely gone now.
Even have Thunder yet.
Like I said, the bounty hunter is liable to leave me alone, but the trade that I'm going to do is I'm just going to free farm my lane and I'm going to try to get the tower.
Your middle tower
We will
is under
set
attack.
things to. Yes.
Mid tower took a lot of damage there, but then 4-8 came, so they didn't get it, which is good. Bounty hunter has returned top, so he's not actually setting up track kills for his team.
Beware.
He's just trying to be annoying. But again, the fact he has a 4-man shield, or he doesn't have a 4-man shield, just makes it ridiculous because he can't right click me. I throw one spirit and he has to go back.
Huskar's going
Huskar's going top.
Can we game on him?
As needed.
No. No, there's a bounty here. Unless I get 2 TPs right now, like I have to not
We
farm
will.
for a pretty long time.
I'm walking.
Can Axe or the other guy come?
Yes.
Okay, light of heaven.
Max, you want to come kill Huskar?
We move.
I need to be careful because there's a bounty walking
Can
around.
you light of heaven,
Careful.
please? What the fuck is this?
TP bot? Oh, that guy needed a TP,
I don't
but
have any TPs.
whatever. I think he needed a TP, but I didn't want to have to be the one who did it. Can I farm here though, since I just stopped them from diving you, I think? And they have 2 heroes top.
For victory.
I think if we power shot spam, we can send one back to the well really quick.
Apologize. We agree.
Coddle, can you recall me?
And
Oh, did you guys both just die top to the heroes that you knew were there?
Well, X did absolutely nothing. He just kind of like... Why didn't I use my ult? I just turned level 6 after you died, don't even...
Block the passage by the angle. These things right. Oh, I think I can get a
He
kill.
kind of like walked into the creep wave and then didn't call at all. Like he did nothing. I'm gonna bring you up top, Honey.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Quickly.
I'm more combat ready than other carries now, just by merit of having a spell.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Not battle
Good
capable.
idea.
But this is kind of sad because I think that there have been some misplays. Pori, how about we trade places here and you let me farm the free lane and you actually help with the stuff bottom?
Jesus.
I asked if you wanted me to bring you up here.
Oh, it's fine.
Could've given
I'm
me
fine
the
using the
TP.
TP. That way you can TP bottom and help defend the tower and then potentially recall me if something happens.
Poor creature. Like
I'm pretty sad because I like what made me mad there is that I had to TP bottom to prevent my Windrunner from dying, and then suddenly like I shouldn't be the one who has to TP there. It should be someone else. That way I can get a tower and free farm.
Forward.
And instead I left my 2 heroes top and they both just fed to the heroes that they 100% knew were there because we had wards.
We understand. As
Here is
ordered.
Huskar. If he has dust, I can potentially get made really sad. He doesn't have dust, but he has lifesteal, so I can't kill him.
A good idea. We will
The
find
enemy's
them.
top tower has been
We
denied.
are beside ourselves.
I had to windwalk there because the bounty hunter is not on my minimap. And if he was there, he would have killed me.
Without delay.
Can't even farm the lane because there's a bounty hunter who's missing. And he's completely fucking unaccounted for. The great thing about having a soul ring is that I can do this. Staying near max HP at all times on a Phantom Lancer is really important so that your illusions will have maximum HP when they get created. Oh god, I don't have a toss. And that is the bounty hunter that I said that I was trying to stay away from. But this is really bad because, yeah.
Is anyone here? Let's kill this guy.
I'm still here, but we don't have anything to reveal him, do we?
We see.
I do.
Okay, then
Wait,
go.
we don't have anything to slow him either.
Your top tower is under attack.
Release your thing.
We rush.
I know.
I got it. Oh my god.
Your
I just
middle
got outplayed.
tower is under attack.
A decoy. Now
Back here.
Nope, he missed.
for
Your top
victory.
tower is under attack.
But that was on me. I should have gotten that kill.
We
Like I said, I
march.
just got outplayed there. Should have been obvious what he was looking to do.
We will.
This guy cracks me. I'm just gonna leave.
As needed. Chase.
Oh, I've been tracked. I'm fucking dead.
There.
This guy can kill the bounty hunter now.
Because
I used my thing on the right guy. And this guy should be able to get killed by Axe, Windrunner, Coddle, and you know, my whole fucking team is right here. That's really sad that he killed that guy though. That was a Windrunner that he killed who had Windrun up. Oh, whatever. This is obviously a bad Windrunner because he went brown boots, no talisman. Fucking high level game, obviously. Just kidding, oh well, it's fucking low level game.
Your middle tower
this-
is under attack.
Phantom Assassin's been allowed to free farm, but she doesn't really have the items to show
They
for it.
cannot kill all of us.
Somebody deny mid.
We agree.
There you go, bottom, because this bounty hunter seems to like hang out around top. But obviously at this point I just need to
Power.
wait for... I'm just probably going to just farm and then
Yes.
TP to fights with Coddle. And I'm going to try to stick to the Phantom Assassin because I don't think my supports are doing a very good job of keeping him down. But luckily, Phantom Lancer is more capable of keeping someone down than other carries because of that. But the thing that really annoys me right now too is that the bounty hunter is unaccounted for, and there's nothing that we can do about that. That's just how bounty hunter works.
Your middle tower has fallen.
But I'm kind of concerned because their mid has a lot more farm than my mid, and their safe lane probably has more CS than I do. I don't really have a lot of farm right now.
Attack.
Just TP me to the fights when they
Wind
call.
run. Wind run.
Into battle.
I really want to get rid of this Quelling Blade.
Not yet.
This is really fucking clowny. Why are people still dying?
We see.
Okay, now there's a solo A, and that's one of the heroes that's extremely easy for me to spam away. She gets, or if he gets no plus stats.
Battle comes.
But I sent the PA back, but she participated in the fight that just occurred mid, so it's not really like, oh fuck me, that's an easy CS.
Attack.
The lack of Quelling Blade just threw me off, because I just got rid of it. So I've just been tracked by Bounty Hunter, and that means that I know for a fact Bounty Hunter is bottom, and it also means that I need to
We
leave,
march.
because if I get tracked, I could potentially be killed pretty easily. If PA is smart, what she'll do is she'll static the lane, like what I did that tiny game the other day, where I made you guys sit through watching me static a lane here for 15 minutes, but I
As
ended up winning
needed.
because it was the right decision. But I don't think that this PA is smart, so I think she's going to push out the lane inadvertently.
Onward.
I'm tracked, but she knows I'm coming, which is why she throws that at me. But again, I can just be really fucking annoying to the PA, who I know does not have a TP up. Because she doesn't have a TP up, she can't just go bottom to farm if I be annoying. She can harass me with dagger, then I'll throw my spear. Spear's a bigger weapon than dagger, and now I'm dead automatically. I'm gonna get fingered. Yeah, but it's fine. This game is just gonna be too hard to win, I think, because of what's going on everywhere on the map. The No Poor Man's Shield Bounty Hunter has managed to find 7
Why am I
track
TPing?
kills, so the shitty player got a lot.
I was pushing.
My Windrunner's item aggression has become negative. She had 300 more gold the last time I saw it, and her skill level is god awful. This is just shit skill level as well, but there's a lot of stuff that's going wrong in this game. And this guy is a pretty shitty skill build, or item build rather, but it's gonna work out pretty well for him because there's no one that can contend. So for me to win this game, I'd have to go to like a really long game, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because of the bounty hunter. I feel like the longer the game goes, the more behind I'm gonna get because the bounty hunter is just going to feed off of my teammates.
We agree.
I'd be able to actually kill this guy if he doesn't get TP support. Yeah, he didn't get TP support because it's a low level game, so I was able to get a free kill as a hard carry. But But that type of shit should never happen. Like, that guy should not have had to die there. One person TPs, I don't dive it. That's how it works. And there's a lion now, but it's a little late.
Yes.
I need to be really wary of getting potentially tracked up.
We will.
Okay, I see the bounty hunter just appeared on my minimap, so I can be way more aggressive on positioning. Bounty hunter is going for a scrub item build too, so could probably still not out of this.
Nothing can stop.
Level 11 is going to be really great, just in
We shall
the magic resistance that I get from this.
decoy.
Bounty hunter has disappeared from my minimap, which means I need to leave. Coddle, can you just recall me? Please recall me? Please, please, please?
Yeah.
Please, right now? What the fuck? That took so
You're
long!
coming.
There was a bounty hunter here. That was a super slow
We
recall.
will.
Harassing this guy like this almost helps him more than it hurts him, just because he wants to get dove. My Coddle doesn't have a single point in mana leave, so there's no way to potentially catch this guy.
Oh, it's right of heaven.
Yeah, it's time to
We
leave. There's a bounty hunter now.
This
Bounty
guy.
hunter runs down the Coddle, because Coddle has low HP. They have a dust, but that's not enough. Oh, that was really nice. This guy's a blink dagger now. He probably has more farm than I do.
Good job.
I should have had my defusal already, and I just barely have my first blade of alacrity, so I'm super fucking poor.
Middle tower has
I
fallen.
feel like the longer we go, just the more behind we're gonna get, just by merit of the bounty hunter clowning on my shitbag supports. Like, these three heroes, all they can do is feed right now.
We rush.
And there's very little they can do about it either, except for just pub training. But pub training this early is not going to be a very winning strategy either.
Forward.
Again, just staying near full HP on FPL is really, really
Our
good.
lance is ready.
I'm getting near the point where I have enough agility that I could possibly justify getting a point in my third ability, but it's still a little early.
We
But
will.
just because I feel like I'm not going to be contributing much, I might just end up going that route anyways.
Quickly. Easily.
I can get 7 track kills as were earlier. That's actually a valid point.
As
Not even
ordered.
like flaming. That's a good point. Is that he got a lot of those kills before he even had track. Whenever I see kills in my bounty hunter, I always assume that they happen.
Suddenly, 10 people.
This is not gonna. Oh, this is unfortunate. I can do literally nothing except fight and die. Hope to hurt him, but I won't succeed.
How many?
There, I could not have escaped, so I may as well just try to fight, but I'm not strong enough to actually kill him. There's nothing I can really do about
Your
that.
top
I saw the
tower
Huskar
is under
coming
attack.
through the ward, but
Your top tower
I
has
didn't react
fallen.
quick enough. Because by the time I see the Huskar here, it's pretty much implied there's a bounty hunter, but I didn't pull away, so it basically just fed a free kill. This is a really bad AA. He has very little HP. Like, he literally dies to a power shot ponies combo. It can happen from the fog. They tried to do it there, they didn't sync it up right, so it didn't work. Here has a crit,
Nobody saw that.
and that would be fine normally because that's super slow fucking farm, but the fact that they have 3 really farmed heroes and I'm like really poor just means that we're probably gonna lose the longer the game goes on.
That's my point.
You can usually tell who's gonna win in like the first 15 minutes of a Dota game.
We're dying one by one.
I could try to make it more interesting and be like, man, this game is like it's anyone's game, but it's not. And this fucking douchebag is gonna bot my creeps. Hopefully he leaves. But I can't even like RR this game because there's a fed bounty hunter, so he'll just come to wherever I'm farming and give me the sadness. Because they can't kill me individually, but bounty. Okay, I can't get that. Bounty hunter plus any one is gonna be enough to kill me every single time.
Forward.
Defend bot.
I'm gonna let them worry about defending bottom. Just because I can't really do anything. Obviously, my spear throw harassment is... Well, that was a weird angle. I guess I was standing mid. It's, my tickle damage is not going to be enough at this point in the game to warrant me coming to a fight. Around level 7, maybe I can attend some fights, just because, you know, the spear throw does a good chunk of someone's HP. Especially like this Ancient Apparition and Lion, who are still fairly susceptible to it. But if I don't have to attend a fight at this point, I'm going to just not.
We see now.
I don't see where the bounty hunter is. Huskar is also off the map, but I'm assuming Huskar is still around bottom. Yeah, he just appeared. I assume he's around bottom because that's where he was last, and I assume that the bounty hunter is nearby because they tend to hang out.
Yes.
together for those delicious fucking track kills. I just need to be worried about them entering my jungle right now.
We agree.
I'm gonna send one illusion out,
It is right.
scout for it. And it's just the bounty hunter, he can't kill me until he gets items that lend themselves to doing it. And if it's just the Huskar, he can't kill me either. Oh fuck, that was not
A
relevant.
good
Well,
idea.
I guess worked out. My whole team is farming my jungle because it's the only safe point on the map right now.
Yes. We will find them. Now they cannot hide from us.
Notice how I pretty much always have an illusion up to just tank. It's still not late enough in the game for it to be worth me getting points in my third ability.
We will.
But the thing
We
is,
see them.
by the time I complete my diffusal blade this game, which is a really late diffusal blade, it will be late enough in the game to warrant it.
We hunt.
I'm going to use my illusions to try to farm, and I'll show you why they're so weak. This is actually not going to work, but that's fine, because I can't farm the lane myself, because I don't know where the bounty is, and bounty hunter's in the top. And he picked up a solo kill. Top lane will push out eventually, but that shows me the bounty hunter's in the area, so I need to be a little bit more cautious about how I farm.
Attack
Bounty hunter has potential to make me very sad.
for victory.
I should actually be sending those to the one on the left. It's the more dangerous camp because it's on the low ground. And I will farm the safest camp with my hero, who is not at risk of dying. But I don't think my illusions are strong enough to kill it, sadly. Oh, they created one. I think they'll succeed.
Without delay.
And that is why it's a very good thing that I'm farming the camp that I'm farming.
Forward.
Because they ended up ganking the jungle.
Swarm.
But this game is gonna be
We
fucking hard.
understand. We are beside ourselves.
Okay, well there's the bounty hunter.
Yes. We move. As needed.
Power treads versus tranquil on PL. Treads are obviously better for being able to fight, but the thing is, you always want to be able to be near max HP on heroes like Naga Siren and Phantom Lancer. So at some point, you disassemble your tranquils.
Steal farm.
If you go with tranquils, but it depends. Like if I'm really strong and I want to leverage my lead, or I'm really behind, I'll go for treads.
If it wasn't like 100 from mech, I wouldn't have done that.
Is ready.
I like how he sent the fucking courier back to get his mech though, without saying anything. No one is defending bottom, not my Coddle, who could be blasting and pretty much keeping the tower single-handedly. Or my Windrunner, who could spam her power shot on my DP.
March. Yes.
The longer this game goes, it actually just becomes more questionable though.
It's not time.
Can I use the fucking courier, please, guys? I've been trying to use it for quite some time
I
now.
tried to use it multiple times.
Battle come.
As have I. I'd like to get my item that lets me do stuff.
No.
It's a super late defusal.
As needed. We see them. We will take them. Diffusal
This is, I don't know if this is as good a fight as what they think it is.
We
If they get the chop, it is, yeah. They got the chop. Here comes Bounty, but he's a little late. I think we can actually win this fight. That's a level 16 Bounty, though. Do you have anything to reveal him?
No
Do
spin.
you have anything to reveal him?
Nah.
If we can reveal him, we can kill him.
for victory.
Okay, I guess we have nothing to reveal him, so it's pointless, and I should not have even came to the fight.
Good idea.
It's an illusion. That's literally 0 damage.
We
That is not. These guys are fucking idiots for being where they're standing. That's completely on them. That is the high level support play right there.
Good track, by the way.
Oh, I realize I'm tracked. That's why I didn't go to the river and get killed like you guys.
we see them.
My illusions are now strong enough to self-replicate, so I can farm with them. if I like to.
It is right.
This is a pretty key point in the game though, when I have my defusal and my
Without
illusions are
delay.
strong.
Yes.
I don't think that Battle Fury builds on... Oh, it sucks. I don't think the Battle Fury builds are very good on Bounty Hunter usually because you want to be unaccounted for, but you want to be ganking.
Yes.
But against a Phantom
Easily.
Lancer, it's more
Our
easily
pipe
justifiable. I'm willing to bet this
finds
Bounty Hunter is just a bad player who does it like every game, but it doesn't change
We
the fact
will.
that it's going to pay out for him this game really heavily.
We move. Yeah.
Gonna make one PL and hope that it makes
will
babies
take them.
before he is farming the camp, but I would intuitively go to next to farm. I would just take it from him. He's a strong carry. This guy's getting dove up top.
Spin. Or not spin, but yeah, win run.
We
Can we go
will.
kill?
Your top tower is under
I'm
attack.
under
I
attack.
can probably kill this guy. He just fail dunked.
They cannot hide from us.
Can we kill? Do you have a taunt? Just follow a taunt?
Onward. Our lance is
I don't know what that fucking sound. It always makes this. Huskar is actually terrible against Phantom Lancer, so I can be at a farm disadvantage and still be stronger. Just by merit of how both the heroes interact. You don't lifesteal off of illusions, so wasting
Your
shots
middle
is
tower
really
is under
ineffective.
attack.
Forces you to go Mjolnir build if you want to win. I like how I just carved him further away.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We rush.
Just be careful.
Dire structures are fortified.
Battle. I understand.
I've been tracked, so
Your
bounty hunters
bottom
nearby.
tower has fallen.
Onward.
There he is. We just lost bottom tower for nothing too, which kind of sucks.
Without delay.
I get rid of my poor man's shield and keep the wand because the wand will keep me alive more than the poor man's shield will. The wand also provides me useful base attributes for my illusions, whereas the poor man's shield is, while still useful for the illusions, arguably not as much so.
Simple.
This is around the point in the game where I looked at disassemble my tranquils just because I'm finally getting up there in levels and I want that extra little bit of tankiness. You should be really careful, dude. You're way more prone to dying than I am.
From sight.
Like, I'm just gonna throw something and walk away. If you sit there and channel illuminate, you don't know where bounty hunter is, you're just gonna feed.
A good idea.
I think he needs to make some PL babies ASAP.
Into battle. We will.
You're the lone PL, you're supposed to... I'm hitting the wrong thing, by the way.
Like spears forward.
Guess should be careful since we're not ahead and we seem to be pushing.
We move. We will.
Radiant structures are
We
fortified.
march.
I don't know where the bounty is, so what I'm about to do is really stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm also doing it really slowly and because I'm not in the shot range. But you shouldn't do that if there's like a bounty hunter next, especially one that's this pubby who just like looks for kills everywhere.
As needed.
I wish my bottle was nearby so he could recall me to the fight.
Please, blink.
Just fight this guy, fight this guy from behind.
Yes.
There's nothing we can do to prevent that. That doesn't actually break channels. I don't think he realizes. Dust or something?
It is.
He's dead because I can just purge him now, and then he moves really slow because I'm a purge gamer. I think this game has suddenly entered in the winnable zone just because these enemies are really bad at carrying their lead. It's not like we've won the game by any means, it just means that we can win.
We see.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Did we fight? No? Where did my whole team go? I could swear I had an entire fucking team behind me a minute ago.
Fucking China.
Here, the Huskar is caught out.
Battle come.
This is why the wand pays out. Now I have more HP suddenly, and now I still die anyways. My Death Prophet didn't land a nuke. In fact, she has it up right now. Why didn't you nuke DP? You're on the high ground. You're missing a lot of opportunities to be spamming abilities.
I am spamming, what the fuck?
Ginger, so
Death Prophet's thing is like 4-second cooldown, so throwing it on weak supports is gonna help. Actually, no, we've pretty much lost, I think. I didn't check the PA's items. He's level 18, Huskar is level 19. Bounty hunter is level 18. They don't have to be like, I don't have to have the same farm that they do to be more effective than them, especially due to how, like I said before, how the heroes interact. Their item builds are pretty shitty too, like Yasha Vlad's is pretty bad, but it's not an unwinnable game. Like, I think the game is still winnable if we play it right, but there are a lot of things that are going to make this game too hard, I think. That said, their 3 supports are really weak, and at least this guy and this guy are kind of hard to kill. This is, I think, maybe without the Bloodstone, that would be good.
We have more where that came from. We will.
Uh-oh.
Middle tower.
Can I farm bottom?
Our lance is
I guess not. Axe wants to get more gear.
swarm. Simple. Beware us.
I really wish this guy would just let me farm since I'm at no risk and there's a team fight that he could be attending.
We rush. A good idea.
I think that with the axe there,
I
they
feel
would
like
want
AA
to
is
fight.
gonna fucking ult me.
Please make a baby! Make a fucking baby, PLs!
Oh, okay.
Nope, no PL babies, no tower.
We feel the
I'll
rush.
send the new PLs, see if they want to make a baby. Maybe these ones are a little more fertile.
Forward.
Although they won't have much time when they get down there, they're nearing the end of their lives. Except this one. I get the feeling he's gonna make mini babies.
We agree.
Hey, it's... what's his
We
face?
will take them.
I have no money for
They don't have a
bounties
bounty.
right now.
Why don't we fight? They don't have a bounty, just fucking jump.
Yeah. We will.
Oh, first one, I think, doesn't matter. This will matter though when I get fingered.
Attack. For victory. As needed. We shall
Holy shit, that is really, really bad engagement for them.
Holy fucking cock.
There's a really big rundown.
our pipeline.
Holy shit, how did he actually catch that? Do you have anything to reveal? Oh my god.
Now.
I don't have anything to reveal this guy, dude. Like, he's just gonna run. Oh, he did that a little bit mistime.
There.
We can get the tower, I think, dude, and then we can back out. I'm just gonna use my W so I can create an illusion really quick, so I can get the tower ASAP.
Our lance.
Deniable.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I didn't think we would win that fight,
Them.
but we caught them at a really good time. And I think that the item builds, again, save for the Bloodstone, these are decent item builds to do against the enemy heroes.
As ordered.
Fuck me, that was not as much. PL, again, one thing that I really like is that I don't need as much farm as the enemies to out-carry them, just because I get like 6 agility a level.
Simple.
This is that awkward point in the game where I'm not able to stay near topped out on my HP, which means I can't farm as effectively. I'm not going to save for a buyout, because if I die, I'm going to be one of the last heroes to die anyway, so like, my team will have lost the fight by that point, so there's no reason for me to buy out.
Our cause. Yes. We will.
Please make babies, make mini babies, PLs. Oh, you're all gonna
We
die.
march. For victory.
We should just stick as 5. Their bounty's not there again, but I think we can win another fight.
We will. They cannot hide from us. We are more able and more willing.
It's Russia.
Can maybe push bot?
We see.
Yeah, let's just go bot. How has that one not made a fucking baby? That one's been there forever. Just bopping.
As ordered.
Can we just come through their forest bottom?
Somewhere.
Like, just sit as 5? Like, we need the axe because he's pretty
Yes.
strong. I'm lying, I don't think the axe is very strong, but I wanted to come.
We have no reveal either.
If I don't hit with my main hero, there's a higher
Oh,
likelihood
death.
that I replicate. Go, go, go!
Oh my god.
He's gonna waste so many hits that I'll probably be able to solo kill one of their carries. My team is also winning on the back end of the fight, so I can afford to chase like what I'm doing.
the train.
Just go mid now.
Swarm. This fight is over for you. We hunt. Quickly.
Someone's got 4
We
staff, that's
see
good.
them. Agree.
Hopefully it's Pori. Nope. It's one runner, but that's not bad. Oops, I wish I could have thrown a thing there. We can try to jump this guy if he tries to defend.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Go!
That guy doesn't even have PK, dude.
Yeah, the item builds and the enemies are really ineffective, whereas our heroes win item builds that are much more like effective cost for cost, and our heroes are inherently better than theirs for what we're trying to do. Like I was commenting on like the like Vlad's and Yasha being quite cost ineffective items on Phantom Assassin, and they really are. Just back up now, just back, that's all we need.
Good idea.
Barracks has fallen.
We can take this one for fun.
That's true, we could.
We
Your
rush.
top tower is under attack.
And then we
Someone
need
should
to
TP
jump
top.
Easily.
Bounty hunters here, stay together.
Your
Our
top tower
pike
is under
You guys should
attack.
stick relatively close to one another. I'm gonna just get bottom tower and TP home. Like get bottom tower, I mean I'm going to backdoor it, because 2 towers don't affect our protection. I know where the bounty hunter is, so I'm not really at high risk of dying.
You're my brother.
At this point I have so much agility that I can self-replicate with my illusions.
Okay, we're good.
The enemy's bottom tower
See bounty hunters
has
trying to
fallen.
fucking game on
We
me right now. It's kind of-
understand.
Haste lays waste.
Someone has a heart on the courier, that's always going to be a good item against
That'll come.
Suddenly I'm at
Huskar,
top,
who will
I'm
leap you.
at right now.
Just kidding, it's not a good item. Especially if it's on the DP, then it's a really bad item. DP needs armor this game.
Without delay.
Don't worry, all you need to do is use your ult, use the blinding shit on PA, and pop mech. And then die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I've pretty much been trying to do.
The second level of defusal is really nice on scale, especially if you can go through all your things. Can we smoke up, guys? Can we smoke at our base and then just push?
Mere coin.
Heart is not the item that the axe wanted. Should have went. He should have went armor. I know how to put myself at a high risk as I farm this. Because I know there were enemies that were around mid. Careful, guys. There are enemies around mid. If we get caught right now, it could be awkward.
Quickly. Yes.
But I'm a man. Or Death Prophet.
Big dick. Can we all pub train, guys? Like everyone come?
We will.
Just smoke.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
No one bought the smoke, so
We
I
shall
wonder how
strike.
bad those illusions are. Hey, come here, come here, come here. No, Death Prophet, no, 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 no!
Dear.
Why is he doing this? Wow, dude.
Professional.
I'm gonna
Don't worry.
dispel this guy's thing.
Relax.
Holy shit, that was a sick taunt, dude.
I'm dead.
Dude, that was a really good taunt. Holy fuck, can we get Rosh?
Look, we're fine.
Can someone take the smoke that I bought off the quarter, please?
Look at this shit, dude. I'm alive again.
We agree.
I should have sold my sword. You better than Barney's skill-wise? Ouch, dude, my feelings really hurt. Her item build is appropriate. I didn't think the Bloodstone was the right call, but it paid out. Hilarious how it auto-stuns Rosh now.
Sean has fallen to the ground.
Also, Axe activated Blade Mail as the Huskar was en route to him. It almost insta-gibbed the Huskar. The Huskar nearly killed himself though, my Axe, which was
We
bad trade
will.
for them.
Chase like this.
Obviously for them.
Swarm.
Let's see if I can big dig this tower. I really have no teammates nearby, and the enemies are almost all up, and if I die, it could be kind of a bone throw, but
Put me when you can.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
As ordered.
that illusion didn't make any babies, so.
Okay,
Will.
let's go.
Let's go top now, I think.
Let's go.
Or do you want to go bottom and fight? I think we should go top.
We could have just went top, fought, and then killed everything.
I think we need to win a fight. There's a smoke still. Can we use it on the courier? Like, just push out top and then come like around here and then smoke and go through here. And just kill them.
I'm gonna buy jam.
Okay, that's a really good idea.
Let me buy gem.
It's a really good idea to buy jump.
Yes.
I think he's sarcastic. No, I actually think my teammates went for good item builds. The only things that I didn't like were the Bloodstone. I think the Heart was questionable, but he used it effectively because he was able to blade mail before getting ulted by
I think
Huskar.
we can flat out win also.
I think we can just straight up win a team fight.
Yeah, look, the guy left. He doesn't even care.
Just push top.
We rush.
I can farm with my illusions while we push because they're not necessary.
Good idea.
They don't have to help, they can just farm. I think the enemies are just giving up.
Or we could stay
Kind
here
of
for
sad
5
considering there was
minutes
a
and watch
point
them all
at which I
abandon.
was fairly sure we had lost. Because there was a point where there were 3 enemy heroes that were higher level than any 3 of our heroes with track gold. And that's a hard place to lose from. One thing that people need to realize too on PL is that if you're ricing with your illusions, you need to, if you keep ricing with them or whatever, say you get 8 and they're like farming a camp while you're like farming ancients while you fight, you can't make more illusions, so.
We agree.
I value Manta pretty highly on PL, but I value Butterfly more usually.
Onward.
I don't need to buy out because I have an Aegis and we're probably going to win the game on this push, so.
We see.
I think the AA's item build was the worst of anyone this game because he didn't have any plus stats until he was level like 12, like not even a fucking branch. So I could spear him twice and it was more effective than it ever should have been.
Yeah,
The
Abraham.
PA's item build was the worst of anyone
Abraham.
in the game actually, maybe except for the AA. I'm just faulting the AA pretty hard for not getting any like plus stats, like no bracer, no one, no anything.
Enemy's top
But
tower
the PA's item build was equally bad because like the Vlads and the Yasha just were not effective
enemy's
pickups.
middle tower has been denied.
Like for every bit of gold advantage that they just had, they just lost on item pickups.
The enemy's top barracks.
But we won the game now, so I really didn't think we were gonna win this though. Is the point, like I said. Note how I just used my second ability to create an illusion. I only like to go 1 point to it because I usually really don't need any more. Let's see how long my army lasts in a while.
Oh, that mag!
Pretty long apparently.
Delicious mag.
Problem, bro.
Just give me like 20 seconds for this ultra run out.
Enemy's
And then
middle
suddenly
tower
full
has
HP.
fallen.
Okay, now let's go full dive, man. Bring the fight to them. Take it to the home front.
Yeah! Silence!
I have like 600 ping right now, so I have no desire to do anything like that.
I can break tower aggro on my illusions, which is what I'm doing over and over. Now I'm not, because all my illusions are dead. Aegis yellow. I can't wait to die again in their wall.
I'm leaving though.
Holy shit, that crit. That's far LP.
Trust me, you're fine.
Go win the game, comrade.
We are winning.
Oh, you don't have a buyout. You should probably actually be careful. They'll know you can win
No.
but they won't. They'll probably just try to defend their base and
And
lose the
there's
game.
a gem on the ground.
This is actually a really bad item build too. Heart of Tarask and Mask of Madness. These 2 items are like not. There's like really no synergy there. In fact, they work against each other. It's like it's like all the tankiness he gets from the Heart of Tarask is thrown away by the Mask of Madness pickup. If you wanted to get damage, he could have gone for a more effective damage build. I don't have a buyout, so may as well just. But the enemies again, they've lost, so.
I
I don't really care. The only way they could have won is if we all died, had no buyouts, and they all went mid. But it's just a matter of time at this point, I think. Because at this point, we're ahead, and they threw it when they were ahead, so. Aw shit, big bands coming out of chat. Crits, faggot. Crits is actually not bad at all on PL. But obviously you want to get a lot of base stats and tankiness just because that's how almost every single illusion hero works in Dota 2. But as like a 6th item, crit is never bad because it's by far the most cost-effective damage item in the entire game on any hero. Like literally any hero in the game, crit is like the best damage item you can get.
We continue to serve. A decoy. Into battle. Easily.
Especially the more items you have, crit just tends to pull away.
We agree.
But it so heavily outdamages items like MKB that the only way you can justify buying them is for the utility. Like like items like Abyssal and MKB just offer utility. So I use my W, just create an illusion so I can farm on my way to
We
ending game.
understand.
Because always rising, really important. This one, again, not a very fertile PL.
We march.
Holy shit, 4 trying to end the game with so nice. I'm gonna kill this guy before ending the game. It's fuck Quarry.
Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Just because rest of the late game, crit just scales better with items, and by the time you can afford a crit, you'll already have enough items for it to be scaling better than any comparable damage item. But yeah, I think the enemies lost that just on like item pickups. Like, normally I would fault the Bounty Hunter really bad for getting a Battle Fury, but again, if there's ever a game where I could justify a Battle Fury, or like a Mjolnir, or one of those non-standard items on a Bounty Hunter, it would be a game where I was trying to outcarry a PL. But that Bounty Hunter didn't get a Poor Man's Shield ever, or a Stout Shield, so he lost in the laning phase, where he should have been really dominant. I could just throw a spear and right-click fight him. Like, if you're ever a Bounty Hunter and any hero is winning a 1v1 right-click fight with you in the first, like, 5 minutes of the game, and you're not getting zoned, so you're not level 1, then you're fucking up somewhere, because Bounty Hunter has, like, you get like a Poor Man's Shield, you have like 7 armor and crits, so you pretty much crush anyone in right-click battles. Someone didn't watch LGD versus DK? I'm pretty sure that illusions still crit. Like, I'm about 90% sure, but the fact that illusions don't hit for very much damage is obviously... But it's important to realize that items like Daedalus are not... Like, they don't do anything for your illusions, aside from, I think, giving them the crit property. And even then, it doesn't fucking... Yeah. But still, when you have 6 items, like, when it's like a last item, it's still a really good pickup for, like, Naga and PL. Also, I always talk about the inconsistent damage that you get from a crit being a really, really good pickup, and or being really, really useful for the utility. Because if illusions couldn't crit, then heroes like Chaos Knight would be very questionable. And Chaos Knight illusion properties are no different than any illusion properties. I don't know if there's still the damage display bug with illusion crits, though, where it displays the damage that wouldn't be displayed if you're... In fact, that's probably not a bug. That's probably intended so that you can't just identify which hero is an illusion and which hero is the main just based on crit damage. But that's, I think, an intended effect. I don't know why I even said that that was... Because it would be pretty lame if it shed the actual damage. It would just reduce your utility. I want to play Axe? Alright, Calicot. I'm actually interested in seeing this. Say something in Vamp chat. What is your in-game name, Calicot? I'm gonna assume it's Ice Fraud. I'm ready to be impressed. Wow, Calicot, that's not very appropriate language for someone that's a mod in every fucking channel on Twitch TV. I'm gonna have to report you. CK illusions aren't illusions, they're his ult. Who the fuck do you think you are, idiot? Okay, you have to be more subtle than that. That's like way too overt. I don't want to be in Skype with anyone. Play Treant Protector! You know, I'm tempted to play Treant Protector just one game, since they reworked his base damage. I don't think I will, but... Because he's such a hero now, like, oh my god. I really don't like Treant at all, but... I don't think this is actually up to date. Something tells... No, this is up to date, I think. Since this lists their base damage without any base attribute being factored in, so the reality is that he hits for like 70 to 80 at level 1, which is fucking ridiculous. They're both golems, right? I already played Meepo earlier. Was Treant ever not shit? I think that before the last changes to his ultimate, but after the changes to his thing, he was okay. I don't know. But I can't think of a time when he was ever like a highly relevant pickup in this Orhan. Actually, in Heroes of Newerth, there was a really, really short time when Treant Protector's equivalent was actually relevant competitively because of his, I don't remember which ability it was, but he could make a tree into like something that gave you true sight, so you could get vision all up over the map since they never expired. But then competitive teams found out that if you have a courier and you just fly around a Quelling Blade, that you could instantly deward the entire map of Keeper of the Forest's eyes, and then he instantly just dropped off the playing field, and I think they even adjusted the ability. I could be wrong. But it just became the most irrelevant fucking ability in the world as soon as people found out that you could just Quelling Blade them with a courier. Because you could just send the flying courier out, and then instantly you knew, like, you could just clear up everything. I think a better solution would have just been to make it so... Actually, well, there was no good solution to that, because if they made it so that you couldn't see which tree had the eye on it, it would just be broken as fuck. It'd be the best ability in Dota, because you'd have to cut down every tree. Well, actually, I guess what they could have done is they could have made it so that if you had true sight, you could see which trees were given the eyes. That way you needed a gem to deward, but still you could fly a courier around with a gem in Han and a Quelling Blade, and you could have done that. I first pick Axe because I like Axe. Does Treant trees? Does Treant and Han not summon trees anymore? Because there was a build where he was pretty broken too, because there's no Nature's Prophet in Heroes of Newerth, and there was a build where around when I stopped playing, like he could summon up tree dogs, like almost one-to-one copies of Nature's Prophet's trees, but on a hero that lended himself better to Rising, so he was like a really relevant pick. Maybe we'll pick Treant this game. But the thing is, I can't think of any item build I could do on Treant that would make me even close to useful, is my biggest problem. I feel like I could pick up any items and it would just be equally as useless. There's nothing I could do. Like, at best, if I was given a complete free farm lane, I could get like a 14-minute Radiance, and then I would be less useful than any other Radiance carrier in the game, probably. And... maybe, but I would only do that if I were given a complete free farm lane. Short of that, I wouldn't do anything. Tree most garbage hero. Yeah, Tree is a complete fucking garbage hero. Such a shitty hero. You go invisible and burn people? Psychological factor? Holy shit. Gotta do that build. Here, this is going to be great. I'll tell my team that I'm going to pick a carry and farm bottom, and then I'll surprise them with a Treant Protector. And then they'll be like, well, I thought you said you were going to pick a carry and rice bottom. And then I'll say, it's okay. I have 80 base damage, friends. And then we'll lose the game because I picked a Treant, but it's okay. That is completely on me. I'm going to pick Treant just because... You know what? I'll be a mega asshole. I'll pick Treant and I'll get a Quelling Blade. Yeah, that's right. I'll get a Quelling Blade on Treant Protector. Because 80 last hit damage isn't enough. In all seriousness though, getting a Quelling Blade on a hero that has really, really high base damage can be really, really good if you're able to stand at the creep line uncontested. Because if you heavily out base damage everyone by like 50, so like a Tiny or a Treant, then they have to contest you on the creep line. Whereas if they have comparable base damage and they're a ranged hero, then they can still try to fuck up your last hits or get denies of their own or whatever. Just are you Tiny? Yeah, you just wait, guys. You ever seen a guy hit creeps for 120 damage at level 1? You're about to fucking see it. Treant Protector. I really don't even feel like leveling Leech Seed, though. I feel like I'd almost just rather go stats if I played Treant. The only thing remotely useful about it is going to be the movement speed slump, but... Because the living armor is really only good if you get it early enough, and the same is said for Leech Seed, so you have this awkward moment where you're really tempted to get 2 points into your Nature's Guise. Barney, don't leave me. I accepted the queue, but apparently Ice Fraud crashed. I have an idea for the skill build I'll do if I end up trying to do a carry tree. Because I feel like I'm going to need those fucking plus stats to make this hero useful. Pretty sure some of these guys were in the last game didn't actually load. I'm really surprised that we ended up winning that PL game. That's like a typical pub game though, where it's like it should be over like 15 minutes in, just based on how the game is played out. Then just these massive bone throws.
All pick.
Alright, it is fucking treant time. You know what's so funny too? Is that I don't actually give any fucks if another hero wants to try to rice the lane that I go to. Because they'll have to ask me for permission to get last hits. I don't even give any fucks if I find another asshole Bane who gets 2 points in Enfeeble and just enfeebles me over and over. Because I hit for like 120. This is the only hero that I, aside from maybe Silly Bear, that I don't really care if people pub train me. Tree has achieved the singularity.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Pori, it was agreed in Skype that he would support me before, so hopefully he doesn't dick me here. Alright, remember guys, your hero has, you know, tree-like base damage. You gotta get that Calling Blade. It's too hard to last hit with just 86 base damage.
Prepare for battle.
I'll get there eventually.
Now one thing you gotta realize about Treant Protector is you gotta say fuck the forest. Just cut trees every time your Quelling Blade is up. Why? Because fuck trees. Trees are for faggots, and Timbersaw agrees with me.
On to the next
I'm gonna try to use this every single time I can. That's gonna be my gimmick. That's how I'll justify buying the Quelling Blade, guys. Look at how much fucking work this Quelling Blade is doing.
Very well.
Timbersaw hates trees. It's pretty fucked up that I go train, you go Timbersaw. It's pretty BM.
Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes.
BM stands for Black Manners, so if you ever hear it used, that's what people are trying to refer to.
About a stroll.
It's pretty racist, but I mean, a lot of people who use that word are just horrible racists.
Yes.
Now you know, though, it's okay. This guy's gonna hear the word BM, and now he's gonna think of, like, he's gonna think he's being compared to a black person every single time people call him a BMer. Fuck nature.
The battle
I
begins.
believe I will.
Making the Viet Cong tunnels.
Come, and will soon be gone.
God damn, are these enemies gonna be surprised when a fucking Treant Protector walks out of these woods? These are the tunnels. This is where we would treat if I have to escape from Potom.
Very well.
If they run a Potom Bane lane, I'm gonna be so sad, because that's the fucking gayest lane in the world to play against.
Trees are not so good with motion, you know.
I'm gonna tank creeps a little bit, because they were blocked.
Now.
Oh, is this a solo Potom?
Are you lost? Attack.
This is a pretty gay lane already. God, you know who's gonna be easy to last under a tower with, guys? Treant motherfucking Protector.
That is ours.
Jesus fucking Christ, this is base damage.
Toughen up.
Oh, I could've gotten at least one of those two.
My. This is good. First blood. Of course.
That isn't good. This Marna could be kept level 1, but I'm not in Skype with the person I'm having my lane as support. Marna's base damage is really low.
Nothing.
It's pretty important to use voice chat if you want to keep the enemy off lane level 1.
Who threatens here?
My god, this bitch is fucking annoying.
They say my bark is worse than my bite. Was that yours? I'm under attack.
Pretty sure you blocked that spawn there, unless they put a ward.
I suppose.
Either way, I hate you.
Where is
I feel like I don't even need half of this base damage last hit in this lane. It's a really good thing I went this Quelling Blade.
I don't see why not.
I got an idea, guys. It's gonna be the Midas Radiance build. Always good. Just kidding. So you've just lost the jungle. Thoughts, Axe? Commentary? Post gank?
I'll get there.
Calicot, obviously, making the plays. Seems to have gotten ganked by some ogres. Actually, don't know what neutral camp he fucking died to, but I don't think it really matters.
Ah, a chase.
You can go pull and stuff, I think.
Very well.
I don't think that I can. I think it's...
If she blocked it, then just get a sentry, dude. You should always look to get a sentry supporting a lane that doesn't need help. If you're a support and you're in a lane that doesn't need any aid, just get a sentry, because then you can just get farm of your own. The sentry will pay itself back in the golden experience that you're able to farm. Oh shit, I didn't actually get that to 9.
Time for slumber just yet.
Don't kill that gun, don't kill that gun. Don't kill it.
Come here.
Can someone in chat tell me how Living Armor, Vanguard, and Poor Man's Shield and Stout Shield interact? Like, does it stack additively, or does it just not stack at all? Like, reductively, I guess.
I suppose.
Because I could see myself getting a Stout Shield sometimes.
Now see here.
Oh, I can't get it either. I can't get this one either. That sucks. I should have hit that thing in the catapult twice. I didn't realize I was playing a hero that does this much base damage. This lane is way more pushed than it needs to be. So it was obviously a fail pull. That was also a fail star call from Ronner.
More bark, if you please. I suppose.
Can we crow?
Yes,
Looks like I just bought the sentry.
I don't want to do anything here, Axe.
I'll not be rushed.
Hey, Axe didn't tax me, that's cool. Oh shit, this easy CS.
On to the next grove.
It's funny because every single CS is an easy CS now. Why is my mid using the courier? Really need to get my Midas when I farm it.
Trees are
Pretty
not
time
so
for an
good
item.
with motion, you know. Yes.
No, you lost when I get set there. You're famous now, Chen.
Yes.
So my lanes are all losing, so I'm probably not gonna have the room to rice that I wanted.
I'll protect you. I suppose.
That is the second time she's star called literally nothing.
When I say I never played before, I think I have no idea how to counter word by doing. I didn't find it. Did I fuck up somehow?
I think you placed it too far to the right, just looking through the map.
Already? I believe
Too
I
bad.
will.
Uh-oh.
Oh god damn it.
That ain't good. Because now I automatically miss the CS.
Time.
Oh, no. Cool, they came back. Just let me get free experience since you're not doing anything in the lane, so if you sponge me, it really hurts. I hate sponge supports. If you're not doing anything in the lane, don't just sit there and tax your carry on like experience or gold per minute. That's called sponging. Not useful.
Your top tower is under attack.
No matter how much you think you need that shit as a support. It just fucks your carry.
I'll
I've
get
talked to FKR about his habit to sponge.
I'm sure you understand.
I'm not using my armor every single time it's up. I'm being pretty lazy about it.
Suppose. Yes.
Can we get a ward on bottom, Pori?
And for the gold, yeah.
Okay.
That fact it's counter.
I'm pretty worried about getting Fiend's Grip from Vayne. What's up, dude? I'm streaming, by the way.
That's more like it.
Did you get food for me? Oh no, you didn't get food at all, did you? Want to go to Subway after this, dude? Oh, that's nice. I can definitely understand what you're saying. Fuck! That was such an easy CS. Now you're gonna think I'm a scrub, Sean. Yeah, I actually don't want to go on that guy because of that.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
just
dude.
harassing him.
Careful.
Yeah, good, you actually are.
Holy shit, dude. The sound of you eating is like a symphony. It's almost as beautiful as the sound of Doibs eating. Do you like it when... What is it?
Look good without this shitty flavoring. All the corn nuts.
Huh.
Just deep fried corn.
That's interesting. Here I thought there was some kind of actual corn nut thing. Oh.
Is that one really shitty hero?
No, this hero is... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this hero's terrible. Someone wanted to see me play it, and like I have no hesitation as long as my teammates don't lose their lane.
They're so tanky.
Yeah, I'm liking his ability to rice, but I'm not liking his ability to do shit outside of the first, like, you know.
Is he like he is in Hog?
No, he's worse. That's hard to do, isn't it?
Hey, there's a guy that has the armor buff, right?
It's a damage block now. It's different than since when you last played. It's arguably better, arguably worse.
Well, what does it do now?
It's an active that applies damage block and
Tell mid.
health regen.
How much damage does it block?
An okay amount. Holy shit!
So it has the same effect as a shield, basically.
It's better.
In the fact that you can't stack it with a shield.
Yeah, you can't stack it with a shield.
Yeah, that's how that. So it's like high hunters kind of. Only you can give it to anybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna rice the earliest radiance I possibly can. It will not be that early because I was sponged.
Is it good to pick like Trent fucking protector and then you pick like a really high armor hero and just stack lots of armor?
No,
Wow.
because then you have to pick a treant protector.
Yeah, but like you could go like doesn't face what have a ton of
Your
mana
top
around
tower
armor.
is under attack.
I guess, but I mean, there's kind of a gray zone. Like no one plays this hero because like he's not very good competitively. So I don't know if people would play it as a supporter or ricer. So
You could try that.
yeah, but the problem with that is I'd either have to have like a shitty player playing the treant protector while I try to rice, so he wouldn't contribute anything to the
Yeah, you
lane.
have to have a good champ.
Or I would have or I would be supporting a shitty player as they try to rice, which are equally frustrating.
Why don't you do it when you're
Looking at the
playing
minimaps, it's just Doibs and like 2 other people that are okay at the game.
Yeah, why don't you just lay out do it that'd be still playing.
That's true, but Doibs is usually trying to plow that lol stripper that he met a long time ago.
Find somebody else who's good. There's a million players in this game who can do that. That's like a
Anybody have a
basic.
tree
That's like a
cutting
basic
thing?
task, isn't it?
What? Sit AFK and apply armor to me?
Yeah, just don't be shitty and know how to use your ult.
The don't be shitty part is where I really get fucked. So I have 67 CS, 10 minutes in, 72 is freeform, so I've missed 5 last hits as a hero that hits for 150. Or 5 potential last hits. 2 of those were because
Your
of
top tower
aggression.
is under attack.
Have you ever just gone into like your extreme kind of say, if any of you are good,
I do it all the time off stream, and it's almost always a massive disappointment. But I don't ever say if any of you are good, I just say, hey, if anyone wants to play, just let me know.
no, you just ask them to specifically.
That's how I met
think
Howie.
they're like good enough to play with you.
Good enough to play with me makes it sound pretty elitist though, doesn't it?
No, because you want to have players, because like.
I mean, I guess there are some
just
players
do
that
your
are better.
vision, like.
I need
That's
minions.
the point. Yeah. Like, and you only like it helped me out with bad.
What, like the people that are like man enough to admit that they suck cock?
No, you want to have a lot. You want to have a lot of goods like that, a lot of bad slaves. Yeah, does like no damage to you.
Oh god, I fucked up
Yeah,
though.
you felt that here soon.
He does a lot of damage to me actually. Much more than I thought he would.
Your top tower is under attack.
So one of you guys come and kill bot?
So easy to run away on that hero.
Yeah, I'm going for a really raw build, which is pretty shitty, and it's not working.
Yeah, only because of his ult.
Oh, it's too late. Well, I need to just be away from this fucking bottom for a little bit, so I can heal with my third ability.
HVN's model in this game. It's better. Like, he did way better.
Yeah, but
He's too blocky in this game. just like what the
I actually don't like the Grim Derp models that mine uses a lot. We can kill and get the thing on him. Unless you want to pop the creeps. Try to tax me.
Can't really say this game isn't grim dark either.
That's true.
Wow.
Freeze him?
That's something only experience would
Oh, that
know
fucking
how
one.
to do to wait there at the tree instead of going.
Yeah, well my plan was to see that if she'll either leap and she won't make it, and then it'll just bring her back to the
I
thing.
know a lot of really bad treants would have ran to the bushes too and then ran to the lead away.
Yeah, probably. But that's actually almost every train, because most people who picks this or pick this hero are pretty bad. Because it's a bad hero. Usually good players should pick good heroes. Thank you though. Oh. Rubick is actually not very annoying at all. When I get the Radiance, I open up a lot of farm possibilities. If you ever get a Midas, it shouldn't really affect the timing of items like your Radiance.
So what you should do next time is be invisible when that's happening too, so that way he doesn't. So like, because like, what if you do this?
Yeah, I mean we could have actually.
Yeah. So that's why you want to not know what this is doing, you know.
Yep.
The next time you should go invisible. If a situation like that ever arises again, where he has to choose a Duke location and you can, like, you bait his position so easily, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
You fucking meta get Parisa. Holy shit, I want to win though. Oh god. I'm trying to feed right now, you know. There's a fade time on this, so I'm dead.
Should have been invisible.
No.
Why not?
Because I wanted to save it for if they win on me. I didn't think that they would go on me. I honestly figured that as a trio they wouldn't be able to kill it.
But if you're invis in the first place, you don't take any damage when you go off hit and shit. You just wait for the opportune time to come out and do your shit, you know?
Drop your TPs, and then buy a new one, and then that way you don't stack all three. That's way too many TPs to have as support when we don't have wards. Thank you.
Did you still have the ward thing in this game?
No, that was removed in Han too because of the Quelling Blade Quarter thing.
What is it now? What's it be now?
I don't know, I haven't played Han in a long time.
Wait, what is this keep in this
But that death is going to set me back. I could have gotten like a 15 or 16 minute Radiance Midas. Like a Radiance I would have just rushed, I would have had it by now.
What is his W?
I don't know, dude. Oh, it's W, it's a shit ability. Well, it's not a shit ability, it's just that you need points in your E early to make it useful.
What does it do?
That's just like a damage over time that heals you.
Oh, it's like a new thing.
Yeah.
It's not really good.
Why is no one coming?
You're fine, dude. This guy's a square.
Yeah, I know, but it's a kill, is a thing.
Look how greedy this dumbass nigga is. What a baddie right there.
Yeah.
That's totally not worth it for him. What a baddie. Why would he even go that way? You're fucking,
Yeah, no, obviously the
creeps are being tanked by this. Like, what was this, Scrub Tier League?
Pretty much, it's a relatively new account.
Has to be. I've never seen players who would be so stupid to do something like that.
Your top tower is under attack.
You have to tank a little bit so they don't go under my tower.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I want to raise this fucking Radiance so I can actually farm somewhere that isn't the shitty lane. No words.
See if that tanking was worth it or not.
It was because I don't have to pop. What do you mean?
Because creeps got by anyway.
Hmm?
Because
Well-
your creeps got by anyway without the second wave.
Says middle is
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't trying to static the lane because it's too slow. If I want to static the lane, I'll go top, and then I'll freeze the lane, which is something I do all the time when I
It's
get
really
fucking...
safe for you to stack them, you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Because of the ring.
Dire's structures
Holy shit, dude, you distract the fuck out of me. I almost had arrow. It's really gonna happen again. I have no ward, so I have to back up. Pori, we should get a ward here, dude, because I have to back up every single time this guy comes up with a ward, because I don't know if anyone's going through here.
You just stealth.
It doesn't matter, though, because as you saw last time, we'll just die before.
Does he have a what? Does he have a what?
No, he has like 5 DPs, though.
Dude, just... Oh, so you can't find that anymore?
No, because if there's another guy that TPs in the tower because they don't have a lane ward,
Where are your
or
wards?
someone walks up. You don't, this hero doesn't have built-in wards, dude. That was his Haunt counterpart.
Why don't you buy them then? Because you
I
need
don't have a
to
TP,
go
I'm coming up to
that
close
way.
the phone.
Because I'm so close to a Radiance.
Oh, you have a radiant again?
Yeah. This
Wow,
hero isn't
that's some
useful.
scrub tier shit right there.
Why?
You don't know?
What other item would make me useful? Oh, fuck. I'm fucking dead. I walked into that. Yeah. We haven't lost this game, though.
Yeah, one Black King Bar, for example, is like always great.
No, not this game.
Well, you don't get off your all in this
No, all their,
game.
useful, all their shit goes to Bikini, dude. But I'm trying to stream, though.
Or
Your
like
middle
Portal Key,
tower
something like
is
that.
under attack.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Radiance wouldn't help, or I mean, a Blink Dagger wouldn't help me either, dude. Like, I'm gonna be in position for an ult anyways. That way I just walked into a bunch of heroes.
He was only good for his ult.
Yeah, but his ult is shitty now, is the thing.
I don't really know that, dude.
The hero got reworked and was almost a nerf, which is really fucked up, but it's the
It's
case.
just a different hero now, probably.
Yeah, but it's a different hero in a bad way. I really need to get this fucking Radiance because I've been sitting in the same gold difference from it for a really long time. It's just me. Well, I wouldn't even call it last minute gank because I killed myself. You should let me farm this lane, friend. Not deniable.
I believe I will.
The enemy's middle
Hell yeah, tower
has
gold. I don't
been
even care if it got
denied.
denied. The fact that we have some tower gold is gonna give me an item.
Your top tower is under attack.
Someone should TP top and farm that since I'm not.
I'm not ready. I'll protect you.
Or he just ran up and fucking died. It's pretty bad.
Come here.
No one is farming top. It's probably the most farmable lane. I could be there. It would be more effective than what I'm doing now. It's a good play by Quap. Just looking to make him out. He went in really aggressively and paid out.
Your
Kill the
middle
tower with your E.
is under attack.
I want the tower to become deniable though.
Think I added
We'll be able to hold that tower for long.
just now. I'll protect you.
Oh, that hardly.
Did punch once. Worth it.
I'm under attack. I suppose.
You be careful because he can brain stab me once and I die. He's level 13.
In good time.
I'm gonna go farm top because there's no one farming it. I'm gonna take the long way to it as well.
Yes, yes.
But someone should have been farming top.
Killing spree.
Timber still has no TP, so he's in a very awkward spot where he... Huh, I guess he can just go back
Your
to base
middle
the long way.
tower is under attack.
Just Timber saw his way back.
Yes.
I can't sack this lane if I turn my radiance off. But I don't want to have to do that in this game. That would be like that tiny game the other day where I stacked lane for 15 minutes and
bottom
won,
tower
but it was boring as fuck. Ironically too, top has become not very well farmable now by the time I get here.
I'll protect you. I don't
Oh, am I dead?
why not camouflage.
Yeah, I'm dead. That's some juice. I can't believe I didn't die.
I believe I will.
I have no boots and they just went on me. They didn't get me. Holy shit, what is this guy fucking trying to do?
Yes.
Can we deny that?
Such impatience.
I'm not rising up very well. And I'm irrelevant because I'm a fucking
Yes.
human radiance, so I
Your
had to
middle
lull move.
tower has been denied.
The radiance is before 19. It was like a close to an 18-minute radiance, which is pretty slow. However, if I would have went raw radiance, I would have still gotten it 15 minutes, and even with the bad farm that I had this game.
I feel a new
Your
branch
top tower
coming
is
in.
under attack.
It's important to remember it was a Midas radiance, but
How about
that's not to
a
say again it was not
throw?
fast. It was just pretty mediocre timing.
I suppose. Toughen up.
You should be at the fight, Pori.
I'll not be
As a support, Pori should try to attend every fight. I should have a TP on me too, but
trees are not so good
even
with
if my presence is going to help, I don't want to attend this fight because there's no tower up, so I can't TP.
very well.
It's also my team that's forcing this engagement because there's no objective for them to defend. They're just fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Where is the threat? Pruned. I'll get
so I have to back up now. And that is 2 heroes, so it's time for me to leave completely.
I believe I will.
Let's go for Rex creeps. Yeah, I'm pretty useless this game because I'm a train.
Not so good with motion, you know. I feel I may bloom. I'll not.
I could have just gotten out of the side shot after I pushed this lane up, but fuck it. But this game I haven't really contributed, well, anything, to be honest. I don't know what I can really do. I can actually drive here as a go as well. No, that's fair. I haven't really been using it very effectively.
How about a stroll?
Oh, this guy has sentries. He's going on me.
Of course.
Yeah, very. You just wait, dude. That's when Treant starts YOLOing.
Yes.
Tidehunter's picking up a TP from the side shop.
Already? Was that all?
What if he's gonna go on me? Yeah, he's gonna go on me. Oh, I get picked up and ravaged, solo ravaged, and scream. Nope, not near enough to the trees. Is anyone gonna? No, there's nothing to TP to. I guess I just died. Yeah. There was a Mirana there too, but yeah, there she is. But yeah, I mean, this game is looking really hard. I didn't pick a useful hero. Like, if I were a Syllabear, I could have just gone straight like really quick Midas. I haven't really been playing that well this game. I'm not very farmed, and I've been farming all game. I'm also the ganky, and the enemies are the gankers. The co-op has played okay. Everyone else has played pretty mediocre though. Nice invis. Well, I didn't know if I was close enough or not, but I figured I was dead anyways, because if I couldn't get the invis off, then I was going to die no matter what. Like, they had sentries, so... However, if the invis would have worked, I might have had a chance of living. So I figured there's no point in not doing it. Like, I debated not doing it because I was streaming, and I knew some retard would flame me for trying to invis when I was clearly too far away from the trees, but again, I'll accept that in exchange for a chance at survival. I'll accept someone just being like, nice invis, you fucking noob.
Yes. I suppose.
Ladies, we don't want the lane to push and enemy detect you. Thanks for the pro tip, bro. Well, that's not good. Corey is like AFK there. I actually think that the Bane is going to win that fight. Oh, and now I'm dead.
Oh, very well. In good time. Such impatience. Into forest.
I'm gonna do something that's kind of dumb here, but I feel like you can do stupid shit when you're behind because we don't have much of a chance of winning if I don't. We don't have much of a chance of winning if I do, but
on to the next grove. Now.
oh, I guess I can use my thing on this. Doesn't really hurt.
I'll protect you. Oh, very well. Yes.
My item progression is non-existent this game, and I have no gear, so it's going to be really hard because I'm not useful, and I'm not going to become useful in the next couple of minutes.
Now.
I would need to get a new item with this shit going. It doesn't actually do any damage anymore. Oh. really help the gyro, that pause, though.
I suppose I'll protect you.
Notably, the Bane has maximum people, but I knew that before. That was a really, really clutch move. The sad thing is I think this game is winnable, but I don't think we're going to win. So now I don't know what items you'd get on a carry tree, so I will go what I think would be okay.
Do not provoke me.
I like how I'm getting like the chat pro tips of like, you always gotta have your magic wand, bro. It's like, holy shit. I fucking realized that. Like, I've commented on that kind of shit like a million times. This game I was trying to rush up a lot of big items. I was trying to get the Midas and the Radiance as quick as I could, and it ended up not working really well at all. But it's obviously not a very impressive game. I didn't pick Treant with the intention of like owning. I just wanted to play Treant because someone brought it up. I'm going to now rise in the safest part of the map.
Where did it go? I believe I will. I'll protect you. I'll get there. Eventually. Camouflage.
Time to become a tree.
Trees are not so good with most. I'll protect you.
Still just gonna rise up in the safest half of the map right now.
So soon.
Yeah, we lose. Holy shit. Well, that's awkward as fuck. I'm getting solo killed by a support hero on tree.
Be one with the lead.
He has no sentries though. Saws are obviously very strong against trees. I thought you can TP without breaking your thing though on tree.
Toughen up.
My item progression is up there with Queen of Pains, except she actually has gold.
Yes.
We have the same non-existent item progression. You know you're behind when you put away your TP for the Glove of Haste. It's a pretty good indicator that you're losing. Why don't take Leech Seed? I don't know, I was just trying to fuck around and see if carry tree would work. To be fair though, this is a game where I don't know of any scenario where I would have benefited from the Leech Seed. Thanks, Pori.
I didn't see you there. Somebody help me deward the cliff up here.
Yes. Camouflage. I believe I will.
Looks like it's time for me to become a tree, guys.
Oh, very well.
This is gonna be a really weird engagement. There's a DD gyro that's gonna fucking destroy Anis's when he wants to.
In good time.
Need to use this Midas, but there's nowhere for me to go. Just into Sadville, where all the enemy heroes are heading. Tide is going to look to Ravage, and I'll do my ability that's less useful than Ravage by a large margin. We're all going to walk into the Ravage, apparently. Nope. That is a gyro, so I have to solo him because he's the... Looks like it did not matter, and he killed us all anyways. Yeah, I think we lose. But that was bound to be a bad fight because it was a DD gyro and they're really ahead. Manting out of my YOLO solo ult, obviously fucking good call on my part. It's not like I saw the Manta 20 minutes ago. He actually didn't have the Manta 20 minutes ago. He had like a 17-minute Manta Midas, which is really good. So this guy is sitting on top of shitloads of gold right now. I'm willing to bet he has like 4k plus gold. And even then, even if he were to just throw away that gold, like if he were to just like fire up here and drop it, he would probably still win just because he's rising so much harder than I am. Like I have no farm at all, so this is on me. I picked a useless hero and didn't get farm. This is funny too because I had a lane that wasn't really that bad. Like I mean I had like what, like 67 CS 10 minutes in, but the fact that I'm a treant means I can't really carry it very well. Like I can't do anything with a reasonable farm even. One thing that's nice though is I can do this. Oh god, he's actually gonna win that right quick fight. That's really sad. Necronomicon units have a really high bounty, so I'm gonna kill that even if it almost kills me.
How about a stroll?
At this point I'm just banking on the gyro buying some shit item. Like, I couldn't even think of what item he'd have to buy for me to win, but it would have to be a really bad item, that's for fucking sure. Maybe you guys can throw some suggestions out for what item gyro would have to buy to lose. I feel like, I seriously feel like you could buy a rapier and give the rapier away and still win. Uh-oh. You're in Frown Town. I need to get some right click damage though. S and Y? You're right, he could go S and Y Blads and then maybe he would lose. But even then I think he'd still probably be fine. There are mud golems in this camp as well. Kinda sucks. No, it wasn't mud golems, it just wasn't near enough to the radiance burn. Interesting.
Come here.
I made a mistake. This is really dangerous what this guy's doing, that's why. Just back, that guy's dead as fuck, dude. You're not gonna save him.
Yes. Yes.
Here, have an armor. Just back, guys. Just back completely. Oh, man. I didn't know I didn't take damage by minus that. That's good to know. Just back. It was not effective at all. Luckily, the ult doesn't do damage anymore, so I can almost feel justified in completely wasting it, since it's useless.
I'll get there.
Man, this hero has a lot of useless abilities, though. That's for fucking sure.
I'll not be rushed.
Why do you only have 3 abilities? I've been leveling stats because if I'm gonna get leech seeded with this game, I would have gotten the leech seed at like level 10. And at level 10, the magic damage it does is less significant. I wanted though before I killed the Necro. I actually did not know that you could Midas the melee Necro and it wouldn't do damage. It's really good to know. Holy shit, I right click now. It's insane. If only I had these items at a reasonable time, we would almost have a chance.
Into forest shade. So soon.
That would be really good to go on, but I don't think X has a blink. Uh-oh, so we get BKB in turn. I have no ulti either. That's too bad, they can just go high ground on us now. I don't think he piped. No, he piped. He just got taken off really quick because he did so much magic damage. Uh-oh. I definitely see my team dying here, but I definitely don't think I can do anything.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Oh god, I walked into that. Questionable as fuck what I just did right there. Yeah, we lose. It's on me though, this game, because I picked a useless carry and didn't get any farm. Like, I'm probably gonna end the game with like some shit GPM that you can't actually carry with. But if I think if I would have picked a useful hero too, it would have been a fairly easy game. If I was like a free farm anti-mage, I could have won. They would not have been able to kill me either. But the game became unwinnable when it became clear that the gyro was out farming. You'd get like 200 to 300 gold per minute. I think when the game ends, the gyro will have... I go with 300 more GPM than me, and that's like... And I bet I'll end the game with like really, really low 400s for GPM, which is shit if you go Midas. I got a Midas here, that's really bad.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Your top barracks are under attack.
Oh god, it's the 1 in 10 Bloodstone build. I think I nearly killed himself. Go go, guys. One last battle. Here we go.
Your
It's
top
me and you,
barracks are under
Quab.
attack.
Make some shit happen. Here you go. Oh, I totally am gonna walk at that guy with the radiance burn on when I wake up a year from now.
I'm under attack.
Holy shit, I killed someone, guys! 1 kill, YOLO! Easy. Time for me to do a clutch leech seed level for the movement seed snare. No bite, because that ability sucks dick. Guys, I got a kill. Did a huge right click. Look, now they're just bringing the farm to us with these megas. Go kill you, Rapier. Easy. Easy game, easy life. That damage block sure didn't keep me up for too long against this Rapier.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Damn. Well, shit, that was a pretty boring game, though. I picked a pretty boring hero that doesn't do anything. I got that 1 point in the lead sheet eventually for the movement speed slow. I had finally, 38 minutes in the game, found a hero that I wanted to snare so I could right click.
Now come the axes and the fire.
Super tired throwing game by taking their X. Yeah. So this is exactly what I said. Like, I think I can judge the game pretty accurately. I ended the game with a low 400 GPM, which is really bad if you're trying to carry. And then the gyro had 300 GPM on me, which is pretty much what I figured, just based on how many items he had. He wasn't hugely up on me in terms of CS, which is surprising, but obviously that's because he was a part of 18 successful kills. Well, I mean, he was a part of like 36 successful, or 26 successful kills, but he got 18 of them, so he doesn't need to outfarm me if he has a Midas and does that shit. Please play a Rape Brood. I feel like Brood is inherently a pretty shitty hero. Or, oh no, okay, no, I'm sorry. That's a terrible, terrible way to word it. Brood is a shitty pub hero. Like if you're pubbing. Because you could go in a pub and you could occupy all 5 of the enemy heroes. And your team might not be able to monopolize on it. And if you're like a Brood mother, your goal is to occupy like 1 to 2. And your team is supposed to monopolize on that with trading. But he's a really nice competitive hero. But I'm going to play a solo queue game on like the really, really high one account, just because I think this is the only game where I get competent, or the only account where I get really competent enemies and allies on. Because it obviously is an account where I care a lot about how much I went on. And it's been a while since I played a solo queue game on stream, so, you know. Well, that game was definitely on me. Like, again, I picked a shit hero, so I took a free farm lane and then I didn't really pay it back, so to say. Like other heroes that you take a free farm lane on, you immediately, or you're supposed to do something to help your team. Be it get a tower, be it force TPs back, etc., etc. I just realized something. Oops, I don't want to play on US East. There we go, just a quick note. Don't want to forget that I adjusted my in-game settings because I played Phantom once before. Cope playing Dream Protector, interesting. Mirana time? I don't only play Mirana on this account, I just play a lot of Mirana because it's one of my favorite heroes, or was one of my favorite heroes. I don't like her as much anymore. Just because, like how they changed the polls, it makes it a lot harder for me to farm. Notice that the losses are practice games too, but I do care a lot about winning when I play on this account. Like outside of the practice games that automatically get credited as a loss, I think. I don't really lose that much on this account. It's got that big Dota buff win rate, but the only thing that can be frustrating about playing on this account is when I bump into the stacks and I'm solo queue, but that is something that everyone has to deal with, so it's whatever. Let's see what stacks are on right now. I don't think there are any of the... Well, I guess the only stack right now is this one, and that's a duo queue right there. I'm surprised they made it on the front page as a duo queue, but I like playing in the GDS stack or whatever. It's a fun stack to play with. 2GD. That's the real 2GD too. The Dark Falco stack is playing, but they got a really low skill opponent. Usually when the Dark Falco stack plays, they end up... One, I noticed that the Dark Falco FNC stack almost exclusively forms to snipe Merlini, which is fucking hilarious to me, because they always try to snipe Merlini. And then two, they didn't come up against a stack, I don't think. I think they just bumped into a bunch of solo queue players. I don't recognize any of these guys. And usually the back pages are pretty much meaningless, no real stack. But there aren't a lot of stacks on, so this should be a decent game, because I'm going to roll the dice. We'll see what kind of enemies and allies I get. How to creep dice and notice in Dota 2? Issue an attack command on an allied creep that's below half HP, or an allied tower that's below 10%. Small stacks. It's cool and switch. People have been less afraid to play since cool and switch to LoL. That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit. Usually I queue both US East and West when I play on this account, just because the queue times are long. But I really want to play on US West since I'm streaming, and like people are gonna be anal about shit. They're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, you missed an easy deny, Barney. You could have juked and like resummoned a bear and fucking body blocked him." And I'd be like, "No, I can't do that at 500 ping." So the trade-off. The trade-off is I get the longer queue time. Look at that, an instant fear decline. I like how he uses the real King Raven now. This is the real King Raven too. Look at that, guys. The real King Raven is a Redditor. That's why he's such an asshole, guys. It's because all those Redditors are such rude dudes. What are you doing, cat? Fuck off. Whoa! Who's been pulling in the pussy lately? Is that so? That's why I switched to LoL, because that's where all the female gamers are. These all writers are very high skill bracket. Hey. Well, that's annoying. The fuck, cat? Trying to play video games? There we go. Yeah, so there's no one of any note in this game, so it's probably gonna be typical fucking pub game. Oh yeah, here we go, motherfuckers. Random dudes. I'm Orange Radiant, which is what you're default on if you solo queue and there are no stacks and you are the highest MMR player. You're always going to be Orange Radiant. If you look, people that solo queue a lot, like Ollie and Tides of Time, have hugely disproportionate stats for Orange Radiant. Oh yeah, useless fucking hero, Doombringer. And then they got a ganker, and I like to rice, so I always end up being the ganky. I'm not going to pick Queen of Pain, but I'll highlight Queen of Pain. I could run Queen of Pain against a Night Stalker though, to be fair, and it would not be bad at all. But I play a lot of Queen of Pain on stream, so I'd like to play something else, since there are a lot of heroes that do really well against Night Stalker mid. Actually, that's a random gold Night Stalker. That's a random Magnus. Jesus fucking Christ.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Alright, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay, I'm gonna farm bottom. I don't play a lot of Lifestealer, but Lifestealer and Lone Druid come off as being the two heroes that I think are the best for not getting ass fucked by wombo combos. Lone Druid because he has a lot of armor and HP, so he's really, really hard to kill with the initial spells, and it's hard to drop them with auto attacks afterwards. And Lifestealer because he obviously has magic immunity, so I can prevent getting ganked pretty easily. And I can prevent getting fucked by the magic damage component of the wombo combo. I feel like my movement animation has been changed. Please say you're jungling, Doom.
Yes, master. Lives for the
I don't know any hero I'd like to play against random Gold Knight Stalker, just because the hero has a lot of armor and shit. Is this guy gonna rise bottom? If you're gonna compete with me for farm bottom, then I'll just jungle. It's first item bottle, triple clarity Night Stalker. Sorry, this is obviously very low skill bracket. That's a terrible item build. He also conceded me the rune location. Alright, I'm just gonna jungle, I guess. I have a bad item build for jungling immediately, just because I didn't realize I was going to be jungle. I'll just farm while you try to get level 2 then. I hate assholes that think they need to get level 2 or 3 to fucking jungle. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. This guy has no reason to be blocking creeps and no reason to not be in the forest if he wants to go to the jungle. It's a really, really dumb thing that people do in low-level games where they think that they need to like fuck over their lane and take the farm for the first 2 or 3 levels and then go to the jungle. So as opposed to dealing with that, I'm just going to rise the easy lane. I mean rise the jungle, I don't really care. If I had a Quelling Blade, I could get into a choke point here, avoid taking more damage, and I would actually farm this at a reasonable time. I can't even farm it twice now. Yeah, I didn't stack it. So that's a result of having a non-optimal item build. I think I'm just going to stay in the jungle, because I don't want to compete for farm with a Tiny, and I don't want to compete for farm with a Doom. It's kind of just dumb. Yeah, and they boarded our magic bush too. And my jungle is warded, so I don't want to jungle either, but I have to. I have no fucking choice. I can use my Tango to try to create a choke point so I avoid taking damage, blah blah blah. This is looking like a pretty pubby shit game. Reuse Courier. But yeah, this camp is blocked. I can tell because this one is, and no one blocks this without magic push warding. Since no one has sentries because we don't actually have a support bottom lane, I'm better off just going back to the small camp. And you get that Quelling Blade though. This is going to be so slow. I'm going to get horribly underfarmed from doing this. But I'm going to get more farm than I would competing with 2 guys that have really high base damage bottom lane. I love how my mid can't buy a bottle even if he wanted to, but luckily he doesn't have any farm, so I can't complain. Doom Tiny legit. Yeah, Doom Tiny is questionable lane. If I had a Quelling Blade again, I could choke point this, but since I don't, I have to take a lot more damage than I'd want to farm this. I can avoid taking damage again just by sitting in one place. Which is important because even though Lifestealer can heal, this is probably really boring. I didn't go into this game wanting to jungle, especially because jungling is so low impact. Like now I have to watch my bottom lane lose while I know for a fact top isn't really... Actually no, top isn't getting shit on that bad. But the only thing to do if you have to jungle a Lifestealer or a Syllabear, guys, is always go Midas, just because you're going to get so far behind because you're jungling a really suboptimal hero. Again, this thing can't attack me because of where it's positioned.
first blood. I scramble.
I like how he said stay, and then they both died.
Yes,
Can't really help them. So I'm not gonna try. Tiny's juking around. It's really bad juke though. Juke down, he didn't juke down, so now he's dead. I didn't stack this. Again, I'll just confirm that this was blocked. Yeah, it was blocked. I don't think my Doom has devoured a creep that has an ability yet, though. Also, this is a shitty Doom build. I'm really fucking confused as to why I'm getting a game this low skill.
I need courier, please. Need my bottle.
Oh my god, he has a 4-minute bottle. Since it's a 4-minute bottle, just let me use the thing.
I've had the bottle for like a minute and a half, but someone keeps using it.
Oh, okay. It's not on me, so fuck it. Here we use.
I steal ahead.
What's I doing? This is such a shitty.
Mid's missing, so.
For the master.
I cannot believe that my Clinks is losing to a Drow right now, though. It's pretty surprising. But that's a lane that's so easy for the Clinks, and he's losing. Oh, I can't choke like this. What am I doing? But yeah, this game is going to be really hard because it's only going to get worse when the first night comes. And because I'm playing a lifestealer in the forest with suboptimal item build for jungling, I'm not going to get a good timing.
Knives to steal. Eagerly.
I can't really do anything to help my team, so I'm not going to try. If I were laning, I could, but I don't have the farm because I'm not laning. So instead, I'm just going to Rice to a Midas before I even look to do anything. But this is, again, a really low impact thing. I should have gone mid or safe lane, just going to win a public game, because now my team is just going to get pub trained by a Night Stalker and they're going to lose. Like, see this? That's not effective at all. He just ulted a full HP Night Stalker and then died.
Killing spree.
Is obviously your terrible, terrible players on my team. And I can't do anything because the role that I have with this game is to just Rice the forest. Can someone tank the abandon so I don't have to play this out, since we've pretty much lost? Yeah, but we've lost this game, I think.
That last pick Tiny was horrible. I don't even know why you picked Tiny.
I would have liked to have been able to farm bottom lane instead of competing for farm in that.
Your bottom tower
cool.
has fallen.
Yes, master.
I like to Rice the safe lane or go mid. Because this is a boring game to watch and it's a really boring game to play. Because I'm just doomed to automatically fucking lose.
Let me at them. No chains can hold me. Yes, master.
Time to go farm your lane, because I don't know where Night Stalker is. We don't have fucking wards because we have 0 support heroes. I'm gonna Rice this because I don't know where Night Stalker is, so I'm kind of scared. Oops, didn't even get the CS. Fucking newbie of me. Clink's lost to a solo fucking Drow.
For the taking.
Someone's gonna be like, it's not a solo Drow, there's an Enchantress, but it really doesn't matter because he's a Clinks. He spent half the night sitting in his tower. Nice, my Doom still doesn't have an ability. Fucking neutral creep. I think he knows how his champion works.
With my
Your middle tower is under attack.
Really bad Midas timing too for me because
I scramble.
I did not start the game with a Quelling Blade, so I didn't have the damage to farm optimally. Maybe you should stay away from the lane because you're probably just going to die when the Night Stalker runs at you again.
From limb.
FNC's race car Nyx build is the best way to build Nyx, I think.
Steal ahead.
Oh nice, I'm getting Jude out of my Midas by my useless fucking Feeder Doom.
I like the hand that feeds me.
Standard 9.5 minute Midas. Just kidding, that's so fucking bad. I don't know where Night Stalker is, but I'm sure I'll find out when he inevitably feeds on one of my lanes. Oh, looks like they won't even need him. Oh, cool, my guy doesn't have mana to windwalk.
Sweet, sweet violence.
Level 5, 6, 4. Level 8, 8, and 8, so I think we've lost out on that trade.
As the master required.
Oh yeah, see there he is. Told you I'd find him when he fed on one of my lanes.
Reach the end of your days. Creep forward. This pleases the master.
I guess at this point I'm more or less just waiting to lose. I could try to be optimistic about this game, but it'd be better to be realistic. I mean, it's 1 and 9 and we're being heavily outleveled. All of their solos are winning and our highest level is a inefficient jungle lifestealer, so we've pretty much lost. And I also just passed Magnetar in the forest, so...
Your middle tower is under attack.
Like, I pretty much lost the forest at the highest level, so I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed to beat at this point. It's just a
Your
matter of
middle
time.
tower is under attack.
You can't make me.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Finally.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Mid tower was not denied by the 2 heroes standing next to it. No big creep to Midas, so I may as well just use it anyways.
No chains can hold me.
I should have a TP on me because I already have 2 points into my rage, which means I could rage, channel TP, and get away from virtually any gank. One of the reasons I wanted to farm the lane was because I didn't think it would feed to the Night Stalker, and I kind of figured that my Tiny would. But, and my Doom, and they both did. But the first night is almost over.
Mastery. Yes, master.
That is an Enchantress that I cannot kill, possibly. All I can do is tickle her.
Your
Ow, that
top
hurt really
tower is
fucking
under
bad.
attack.
I'm gonna go the Phase Boots drum build where I never complete
Your
the
top
drums
tower
because the game
has
ends
fallen.
before. I won't win this right click fight. She has a heal. I don't think she'll win it either though.
Your top tower
whatever,
is
fuck
under
it.
attack.
It's pretty sad that I'm getting outright clicked by fucking Enchantress.
Your top tower is
whatever.
under attack.
But Enchantress's heal is you shouldn't get baited by it too easily because the heals are for like 900. So what may look like a really easy kill is usually not a very easy kill at all. Hunks is level 8 and has farmed a Ring of Aquila and Wand since the start of the game. My Doom has farmed Brown Boots, I guess. I don't know. Again, it's one of those games that's kind of boring because I just wait to lose.
Yeah, you pick Tiny.
Tower is under attack.
Pick tank.
Tiny when we already had 3.
You picked a tank, that's why we're losing. So that's our role.
So we just needed a support.
Here, I'll save us all a bit of time. Actually, whatever, I don't want to tank the fucking abandon. Never mind. Someone else can tank the abandon. I don't feel responsible for this loss though, to be honest, because I picked a hero that has 0 impact. But at least this is, well, it's probably a pretty boring game to watch. It really demonstrates why you don't pick heroes like a lifestealer in a public game, because you have a lot of retards that think it's efficient to farm the jungle as a lifestealer or Syllabear, when it really isn't. And if you pick one of these heroes, a lot of times you'll get shoehorned into jungle in lower level games, and this is obviously a lower level game because everyone is bad. And as you've seen, this is a 0 impact role. I'd lost the game by the 5-minute mark, and I can't salvage the lanes like I could as like a mid or a carry. All I can do is wait to lose because my hero can't do anything except rise the jungle. And like, you can have actual Down syndrome and you can win the jungle, right? Because you can go AFK pretty much and just like right click creeps. Thanks for taking the last hit from me, Doom. I feel like you're really gonna pay it back in your usefulness. Time to go finish the game right where I started it, in the fucking forest. Oh, that sucks.
Not yet.
I like how they're all pub training to kill me with the tower. Looks like it was me. Time to go farm these creeps the manly way. I still want to see the live still come back 50 minutes in. Spoiler alert, I don't think there's any chance that we can come back this game because every lane is fucking lost. By a large margin. 0-3, 1-4, 1-4, 0-4. It's not exactly high impact play coming out of the farm roles this game. Pretty sure 4 of them could disconnect and the one who didn't would be able to micro the rest, so there should be victory at this point. Assuming he has hands.
Lives for the taking. Unstoppable.
Tower will attack the closest thing to it, so if I break aggro, I can attack my allied unit.
I scramble.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
It's not worth going back to the Thunder Axe. Normally I'd never give up in a game, but this is a game that we've 100% lost. It's 2-18. Like, I don't want to go back to the fucking barracks. I'd rather just go for trades. Look at this trade, guys. So efficient. This is how we make the comeback. I'm 9-11ing right now. I'm getting 2 towers. This is the Taliban lifestealer. I can't break the tower aggro here possibly because none of my creeps are attack committed onto it. I mean, I can't break the tower aggro if I'm attacking the tower. Would be a better way to word that, since I can break the tower aggro.
Yes.
Looks like we're getting pulled out.
Forward.
It's like one of them is actually TPing back from me. That's quite funny. God, she hits so fucking hard. Like, I just leveled stats instead of level 2 ult. I'll probably be level 12 by the time I get the second level, though. Please put on Bear Force 1 and do Ursa next game. Then I would be consigned to the boring role.
Limb from limb.
Kind of want to win now. This game I just, like, it was a pub game and I rolled the dice and all of my pubs happened to be shittier than all of the enemy pubs. But, I mean, you get games like this when you solo queue, like, it'll happen. I'm just annoyed that I had to roll that I couldn't win if my pubs are shitty. Because, like, my pubs are bad players, so I can't win it because I'm playing the 3, not the 1, or the 2.
Not yet.
But everyone in this game is pretty bad, be it enemies and allies. Like, all the item builds and shit are terrible. There, if I would have just tried to run, she would have been able to kill me. But if I run at her, shit is a little different.
I scramble.
At this point, though, it's just about waiting for the enemies to group up and access one more time.
Can hold me.
This is good for the Tiny, though, and the Doom, because now the farm is being brought directly to us with the racks down. So they're going to make the big comeback. Like, they're going to get more CS now on those mega creeps than they've gotten all game. Oh yeah, that's a Shadowblade Eagle song. Ring of Aquila, Tranquil Boot Drow, obviously a high level fucking player. High level build for a high level player.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Here we go, guys! It's fucking go time! Boy, is this awkward now. The Drow is going on. Surprise! Oh, I wonder when this guy's gonna turn around and kill me.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The night comes for you.
Yeah, my favorite gank this game was when
Your middle tower
the
is under
Necrolite came
attack.
bottom, and then he Reaper Scythed the full HP hero, and then died. I was like, wow, that was a good counter gank. That's pretty effective instead of free farming all the Night Stalker ganks. Excellent game, friends. Well played.
Your top tower is under attack.
I bet this guy has like
Your top tower is under
20 games
tower
played.
has fallen.
Oh, he actually has 400 games played, so presumably he's played like 800.
Your top barracks are under attack.
But yeah, if you're ever Orange Radiant, it's like being blue in any other like Heroes of Myth game or whatever in Heroes of Myth. Just because if you're Orange Radiant, it means you're the highest MMR player on your team if you're solo queue, and if you get Orange Radiant and then you get put in the non-impact role, you're gonna lose because your pubs are shitty and you're not. Wow, huge gank from the Clinks there, guys. Go to RP. Awesome, Doombringer making the gank happen. Careful. Missing top. Doombringer seems to have gone MIA.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Holy shit, that hits me way harder than I thought it would. Oh god, those spirits.
You nearly sipped dead life. Now drink deep of death.
Your middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, this is a boring game. I'll try to play a more entertaining one next game. There's nothing I really could have done here. I mean, again, it's a solo queue game where my pubs are terrible. If I get Orange Radiant again, I'll just leave before the game starts or whatever.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I would actually rather play against a 5-stack than play games like this. Drow Ranger just camping the well. Looks like Clinks has challenged her to an archery duel. Seems like he failed. That's okay, I'm sure the Drow Ranger beats Clinks in lane. Oh wait. Well, Clinks has gone 2 staffs and the Drow decided to go the sword build. Clearly the sword build has a lot more oomph than the staff build. We're trying to do a little bit of work, but failing pretty hard.
Yes, master. It pains me to purchase what ought to be stolen.
I'll get fucked, bitch! Holy shit, she has so many more items than me, and I almost came out pretty well on that.
Let me get my arrows back.
But she is level 16 and has a completed butterfly and Shadowblade. So she has like a probably huge farm advantage on me. And in a serious game, I would probably be more useful in the team fight. This is when there's a pool party. I'm gonna fortify so there's time for this pool party to end with 1.
Your ancient is under attack.
Triple kill.
Close game, indeed.
Your ancient is under attack.
This perfect emoji, just random mess.
Dire victory.
But yeah, I mean, that was that. I mean, that's what happens when your top lane solo farms 198 gold per minute and theirs farms 600. When your mid lane farms 194 gold per minute and their mid lane farms 440. And when the combined net worth of your two bottom lane heroes is less than your jungle hero. That's pretty much how you lose games like that. But that was a painful game. But if I get a game like that again, I'll just abandon if I'm Orange Radiant, just because it's going to be the same shit. But that's kind of why I sometimes don't like playing on this account, though. Just because I'll either be like the odd man out on a stack, so like I bump into one of those scary stacks, which is not very fun, or I'll get shitbag pubs as Orange Radiant, which is not very fun. Got my task manager open to dodge. Play Potom? I love Potom, but I'd like to play Potom if I have like a team that I have some faith in. Because like I can do a lot with very little farm as a Potom. But if I'm playing a random pub, I don't like to play a low farm role because my odds of winning are Orange Rating. I didn't say Orange Rating, I said Orange Radiant. Because the way that Dota 2 matchmaking works is that, one, if you're favored, you're almost always going to get put on Radiant. That's just how matchmaking works in Dota 2. I don't know why, but the higher MMR team almost always gets put on Radiant. And that makes sense from a balance perspective because when Dota 2 was released, it was considered really favored to be Dire. So that way they give the higher rated team the less advantageous team. Because if you could imagine if you started on Dire every single time you're the higher rated team, you'd have an inherent advantage when you probably already have an inherent advantage. And Orange is the, like if you look though, like watch Eternal Envy's stream for instance, because Eternal Envy, I'm trying to think of like pro players that solo queue a lot, and a lot of them really don't. But Eternal Envy solo queues all the time, and the number of times that he ends up Orange Radiant is really fucked. Or just check, I remember there was some stat recording site that would record how many times you were Radiant and how many times you were Dire, and the players that were highly rated had incredibly disproportionate amounts of games played as Radiant. Here, let me see if someone, what was it? It was like, was it like Dota Fire? Was the stat site? I don't know. I don't think it was Dota Fire, but it was some stat site. There was Dota Buff, and there was some other one. What was the other one called, guys? No, it wasn't Dota Buff, it was the other one. Because Dota Buff is the one that everyone uses. I actually haven't checked the Dota Buff thing for a really long time. Like, let's see. Mers is on the top. I thought Mers was already on there, but I guess he just made a new account. At this point, everyone just has novelty accounts, or like accounts where they just play 200 games and just top it, but I don't think that win rate is really important. But this is the account I was playing on that last game, and the account I'll be playing on in the next game. But it doesn't really matter, because obviously the games I'm getting are pretty garbage. And Dotaholic? Yeah, it was Dotaholic, I think. Dotaholic. Yeah. Here, and we'll just like look up Universe or something, and he probably has a shitload of Radiant games. Although Universe plays in stacks, so it's probably really likely that... No. No. Database. Players. Is there a way to search by name? That would be kind of cool. No? No? Well, I'm a fucking tardo. Whatever. Alright, I am ready to fucking dodge. Here we go. Got my task manager open, Dota selected. It hasn't been updated for a long time. Well shit. That's too bad. Search for your stats or log in with Steam. Browse matches, blah blah blah. Hopefully I load quickly so I have the ability to dodge if I'm Orange Radiant. Sea Brooder Morph, those are both kind of low impact pub heroes. Well, I'm Dire, so it's whatever. I'll play this one. If I lose this game, I'm going to be so fucking sad, though. Oh, we have another Clinks. I'm going to go middle, even though I don't usually play mid, just because it's a low-level pub, probably. And in low-level pubs, when I have heroes like Clinks, I want to play a high-impact role. The enemies also have a Meepo, so it's a hero that's easy to feed off of. But I'll play one of the heroes that... Oh, well, they repicked Meepo. That's pretty standard. Why did we repick a Disruptor? That's a really good hero. Especially in pubs, people don't go BKB.
Ten seconds remaining.
They lose, they have a Meepo. That's how I look at it a lot of the time.
5 seconds remaining.
I could play a TA, since I don't usually play TA. I'd rather just play Queen of Pain, since that's like an automatic win in the mid lane at least. I know it's kind of boring to watch so much Quap, but Quap is one of the heroes that I really, really like to play mid. And he absolutely shits all over Bounty Hunter.
As I will.
The thing though is that Rubik, Chen, Windrunner to a lesser extent all kind of get fed on by Push, but we'll see what happens. I mean, this is the same mid matchup I've played a million times, and it's really, really easy to win.
Forward.
Who the fuck is Kyle?
I just bought wards for top, but okay.
You're gonna get a Caudle and a Bounty, or I mean a Caudle and Phantom Lancer bottom, and it's just gonna be probably a solo Bounty Hunter top, which is why we should just take Clinks alone up there. Well, if you don't have sentries, you're not going to keep him level 1 anyways, to be honest, so it's not worth it. Alright, so now what we've done is we've conceded bottom lane, so the Phantom Lancer free farms. And this is a bad idea what we're doing now, because we're committing 3 heroes towards top lane, and it's not a lane where the Rubik is going to be farming, because there's a Chen. So we can't farm from pulls, and there's a Bounty Hunter, so we have to commit a lot of effort. I'd rather the Bounty Hunter just get equivalent levels and experience with the Clinks, and then we don't concede the bottom lane to a Nyx and a Phantom Lancer, because now we've almost guaranteed that the only 3 heroes in their team that need farm have farm. So we've basically already lost the laning phase just by a poor laning decision. Because it's a guarantee the Lifestealer won't get fucked with because it's a solo hero.
Oh, yes.
It's a guarantee that Caudle can blast creeps because it's a solo hero.
A path to pain.
So yeah, these are some really bad laning decisions being made already. Well, that sucks. Pudge outbase damages Quap, so you can do that though.
Cal, take the words on
but not by a large margin.
Yes.
Why are we doing this? Do you have Windrun?
Quickly.
Well, that works. Okay, that helps, I guess.
First blood. Windrunner gets there first.
Swiftly.
Well, that's really good because this Pudge went the same item build I did where he's going for the early bottle.
Your queen moves.
And that means he's going to have less gold than what he started with, and I was given a bunch of free last hits because of that.
The pain train. My bindings
so that helps me,
tighten.
and it helps the Windrunner who would otherwise be probably stuck at level 1.
Does this hurt?
Fuck, I could have gotten a CS if I used the hotkey survive.
Oh, yes.
Couldn't get that. I like to go the double dagger build if I'm playing in a lane where it's important that I harass a lot.
A path to pain.
And this is going to be a lane where it's important that I keep the Pudge low HP so he doesn't have a chance to kill me if I blink and he hooks me. The funny thing though is if I'm playing a hero with an escape mechanism like a Queen of Pain, even if he hooks me, he probably can't kill me. Until he hits level 6 at least.
Pain builds character.
Okay. Warrior, really I could have had the bottle before the 2-minute mark, and then I could have bottled that illusion, but I didn't.
A royal path.
What he wants to do is he wants to get me to blink
I'm
away, and then
under
I'll hook me.
attack. Here, here. Your pain ends.
I would have had 3 additional bottle charges if I would have just bought my bottle at the appropriate time, or delivered it rather. Because then I could have drank in it and then gotten the top rune.
Forward.
Pudge is getting top rune, careful.
Something for the pain.
He doesn't have a bottle, but he has a ward, obviously, since he just beelined at that.
Quickly now. Growing stronger.
But that guy essentially just denied me the ability to heal
yes.
completely. I can use a scream since I'm going to have to use a bottle charge for HP, since I didn't get the rune. This is the real one. Nope, it's the top one then.
I will.
Yeah, it was the top one. I assumed it was the bottom one just based on how he was blocking himself so heavily. With an illusion rune, he also is going to be able to get a couple more last hits than he would normally be able to get. He went for the hook, I can't fault him for that. He needs to attempt the hook even if he's not going to land it.
Here, here.
If he doesn't at least attempt a couple hooks, then you can win the lane sometimes as a Pudge if the bot player is a bad player. But short of that, you won't, because the Queen of Pain will get boots and bottle before you.
A royal path.
Holy shit, that was so slow. Am I buying that?
Forward.
Could have been really bad.
Sweet pain.
Again, you always need to at least attempt the hooks. He has his bottle now, but I have boots and bottle. So even if he hooks me, it won't be that bad.
Oh, yes.
He needs to pre-check the rune since I'm a Queen of Pain with wards, so he needs to pre-rock bottom. Careful, there's probably a Pudge bottom.
Your queen.
And it was top, but he was hanging just outside of line of sight, so he did kind of pre-run to it a little bit. But that's what you have to do. Hey, there's a hasted Pudge top, guys. You see that, right?
He's a haste.
Why are you guys not backing up? What the fuck? You're trying to feed the Pudge, right? He has a haste and is running at you? Well, now my Pudge gets a free kill on Rubik, so I have to try to come up and salvage. Nope.
Quickly now.
That could have been really bad.
Worthy tribute. My
There you go.
pain tolerance increases.
Again, I'm just gonna... When I do the double dagger build, I don't like to get the ult until a little bit later, but that's fine because I have no intention of using it. That Pudge lost out on a bit of CS, but since I tried to go for a counter gank, I lost out on a bit too. What I need to do is I need to pre-run slightly towards top rune every single time, so that he doesn't just do a slight pre-run himself. He didn't use his haste, which is smart, since he needs that haste in order to be battle capable and skirmish prepared.
Yes. Thought you had that,
Dude,
didn't
I
you?
never get the fucking harpy.
Oh, yes.
Harpy is actually a really good mob for Chen and what's his face now. Pudge is hasting top again, guys. He just walked by the ward with haste activated. He's activated this time, so he's looking for a kill 100%. No one should die to this guy because he's doing this spy war.
Camp tower.
Just camp tower, dudes. You're like, he's literally running at you with haste.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I don't know how anyone is dying to this Pudge. It's really shitty that someone just fed that Pudge that we can... Fuck, I missed 2 easy CS. But I'm a little bit... Well, I can't believe that that Pudge just got a kill. Like, we knew that guy was coming top. What a Pudge has to do, too, is he has to just do what he's trying this game, which is trying to abandon his lane and just look for kills.
Forward.
And he's succeeding, too, which is fucked.
A royal path.
This lifestealer didn't go Quelling Blade, so he's going to be really poor.
A path to pain.
It's pretty bad. I would just try to not die. He's blasting. This guy's going to blast, I think. Oh.
Here, here. The pain train.
Can't stand still for too long against Pudge at nighttime. It's like asking to die.
Ward right here. I'll place him as soon as I kill this fucking stack.
Rune is bottom. Pudge doesn't know, I don't think, but he's gonna know as soon as he sees me returning from top with no rune. Pudge is gonna get bot rune care.
Your queen moves.
I'm not even gonna go to bottom rune. There's a 100% chance it's Pudge. If it's an invis, I'm automatically dead because we don't have wards. It's just how playing against Pudge works. Well, if it's not an invis, I should be fine. Careful, there's a Pudge with bot rune, guys. I don't know what rune it is because I don't have a ward.
Here.
I warded the Windrunner placed bottom. Oh shit. I missed both CS. I could have gotten at least one. Could be so much better. This would be like plain old better if you placed it up into the right more. It's a regen, so it just means the Pudge can actually rice against me.
You're paying my gain.
He's also going to throw out a lot of fishing hooks against me. On the premise that they probably won't land, but if they do land, he'll kill me. Because this is the only level where Pudge can kill me at. I'm like 2 levels up on him, which is pretty standard, but he's done shit elsewhere on the map, which I haven't. I've just been ricing mid kind of ineffectively.
A royal path.
Midas on PL, it's really bad for us because he's coming. It's going to be another one of those games, I bet. But at least I can do shit about it now because I'm a quap, but I'm just opting not to because the onus is on the Pudge to do stuff. At this level, I can actually go and try to make something happen, but the odds that I kill them are really low.
The pain train.
Oh god, I should have checked that a little earlier. I just wasted a blink, and if Pudge realizes that, he can monopolize on it. He's definitely going for the rune too.
Bottle Royale. Here.
See, the enemies have to be the ones ganking. I mean, a lot of people think that as mid you have to just like gank all the time, but you really don't. So is the Pudge. You guys should be careful because they're obviously going to try to kill somewhere. There's an missing... Oh, that's me.
I'm under attack.
That's why this matchup is so bad for Pudge though, because even if he outplays me like that, he would have killed any other hero except me.
Royal path.
He is just still missing.
If I get dust, I can potentially make a play on the Lancer, but short of that, I really can't. The bounty hunter is missing, so I need to be careful. Oh shit, that was really bad. That's terrible, actually, since now my blink is on cooldown against Pudge too.
And literally never get the fucking Harpy.
Harpy is really good for clearing stack camps as his wildkin.
As I will.
My top lane is feeding. That's a TP gank from Pudge, which is smart. That's what he needs to do.
Carl, why did you just take the tower?
Forward.
Pudge has made 2 kills happen though, so that's not good since I've done nothing for my team.
Share my pain. Oh, yes.
But I really need to pressure this PL. Can we try to pressure the PL like me and someone else should go down?
Your queen moves.
As a blink hero, I'm inherently a really good dust carrier. I'm gonna have I have a dust now on the courier, and I'm gonna use that to try to gank this PL. Alright, the rune is bottom. So if it's a good rune, then this is maybe a kill. Nope. It's gonna be a Kotl with it. Just go. You got an invis, dude. Can't kill him. Here, I have a dust. Can we try to make something happen on bottom, Windrunner?
Your queen moves.
I actually don't have mana to do my combo though, so I fucked up already.
A royal path.
Our supports are bad supports at doing stuff. Like Chen isn't a good do shit support at this point in the game. I have a dust, but I really need one of the supports top, like Rubik, to come because I don't have the damage to kill this guy before he can do anything.
Swiftly.
Come. Yeah, they fucking know you don't blast like that unless you have a ward. Fucking sucks. They knew I was there. I got hooked.
Fuck, I got hooked.
At least this wasn't as frustrating a game because I have potential to salvage it, but I didn't. Yeah, I think we lose because, like, I don't know, like, your skill build is bad and you haven't done anything this game. You went Midas as well, you have no items, and I haven't done anything either. So I think that, I think we lose. This is a fucking Midas Chen. It's like the most counterintuitive item to get on a Chen because you're just going to be Midasing the creeps that you want to have. But I also didn't contribute to my team this game, so...
Fresh mate!
Yeah, we definitely lose because they have track hold and shit.
The pain
If I look at the levels, like, we're so far behind. Like, the Pudge is going to get a level advantage on me now. Because like I said, the onus is on the Pudge to gank. Well, I don't think that we're going to be able to do much shit with our Midas Chen, because he's going to be Midas in the creeps that he would normally, you know, want to be dominating, and he hasn't really gotten a tower. Like, you basically tri-laned a bounty hunter and none of you got any farm, so I think it's going to be hard, because, like, their PL has ridiculous amounts of farm. Their bounty hunter has farm. Like, they have farm on all of their heroes, and we have farm on none of ours, which is hard to win. The tower's deniable, so I need to posture up. No, too late. I got it denied. Whatever. We need the map control, but it's not worth getting it denied because we're behind. If it were any more even game, I would have been totally cool with that kind of trade, but since we're losing, we really need to get that tower gold, so that's not good.
Forward.
I don't really care about that regen yet. I'm going to see if I can make something happen, but I don't think I can. They have to have a ward. Are we going to de-ward any of the wards that we've known that they have? Here, how about I do it, because I don't think anyone is going to.
Your queen moves.
Thanks, dude.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. A path to pain. Forward. As I
Let's
will.
see. The enemies put the ward here or there. So there's their ward.
The pain.
I know that my teammates are probably not high skill enough to understand like where the enemy ward is or whatever. But if I know there's a ward 100%, it's always worth getting the D ward, even if I'm playing a hero that I'm trying to carry on.
Oh yes.
Just because there's no point in leaving an enemy ward up. That's just fucking retarded, and we know they have a ward there because the cuddle blasted me through the fog, and because the pledge tried to do a hook on me. I don't care if I'm leaving the other sentry behind either, I'll just try to grab it with the crow.
Swiftly.
Hello, powerful archer. Would you like to try to make a kill happen somewhere with your supposed free farm?
Here, here.
He doesn't have any farm now. I'm being sarcastic because he's in a Clink's lane as a hero. He supposedly was tri-laned.
Suffer.
I kind of expected the bounty hunter to have farm since he was, you know, tri-lane. I mean, I'm sorry, the Clinks.
Not so winded now.
In a world of pain. Your middle tower is under attack. It's wonderful. I'm not ready. As I will. Attack. Quickly now.
Fuck me. Cracks.
Oh, yes.
I can see that guy on the minimap and he was aiming for the hook too. I just didn't react to it. That was really poorly played.
A path to pain. Your queen moves.
This is a good game to go for Necronomicon just because of what the enemy heroes are.
Forward.
I opted to go for the Null Talisman instead of the Wand, which was a mistake. It's almost never a good decision, but I didn't see myself going for the item build that I'm going for. I guess we're not waiting to get out carried by the Midas. I mean, our Chen has a Midas, so he's sure to make the plays happen.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's see what he's managed to rise up. Oh, he's got his arcanes now, so he's pretty big.
Forward. Your middle tower has fallen.
Well, I mean, Chen is trying to rise up with his Midas, and Clinks is trying to farm for his 30-minute Orchid, so of course we're not going to defend, right?
Attack. Reign of pain. Your top tower is under attack. Not yet.
Oops, I missed. Oh, this is fine. I predicted that he would run up to the left so he could actually not die, and he decided he wanted to die, so.
Into the bottle.
I like these games though, where I'm just waiting to lose.
Oh, yes.
Your top
Probably
tower
pretty fun to
is
watch.
under
Dude, Shackle? Shackle?
Feel this.
Thank you, holy fuck.
Scream. Sweet pain. More. More.
Necrobook is a pretty good item on Quap though, because you can drop the Necros and then
As
get out in a
I
situation you normally wouldn't be able to fight people in. But in this game there are a lot of heroes that it would prevent from being as effective, like the Phantom Lancer and the Bounty Hunter, but people just seem to be really turned off by the idea of buying a Necrobook because it comes off as being like a micro item, and people are really, really turned off by like micro items for whatever reason. And micro heroes and shit, even though the Necro
love a
requires
struggle.
barely any micro to use it all. You can just A-click them, and as long as you use the Archer's ability, it'll pay dividends, because it's such a cost-effective item.
Double damage.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
It's
even
not
cooler.
time yet. Your queen
He's probably going to chase me down
moves.
because he can.
A path to pain. I'm not ready. I'm
A
not
little bit
ready.
questionable. Poor PH can't even go.
Repent.
Magic Mike guy seems like a pretty shitty model,
Oh, yes.
but oh, it's well played by Chen.
Your top tower is under attack.
Forward.
Ultimate Magus.
Quickly now.
But yeah, I mean, this is not a game we're gonna win. Like I said, I was pretty disappointed with the way we landed this because our Chen was given free farm and he built a fucking Midas and then didn't help the lane or whatever.
The pain.
And we just had a losing proposition on the lanes themselves.
I'm under attack.
So I guess we're not letting the courier die. Although I was the one that was potentially killing the courier.
Forward. Not
As long as they don't track me, I'll live.
a path to pain. Oh, yes.
Did Doib stream porn? No.
pain,
Oh, actually, I
no
think he did. I think Doib streamed
gain.
anal fisting. But let's be honest, who the fuck
Here,
actually
here.
watches anal fisting for anything other than humor? Okay, so my entire jungle is MIA because the Chen
I'm
is
not
riced
ready.
it,
Reign of pain.
leaving only one small satyr in his wake.
Swiftly.
I bet the enemies have a ward on this hill, so me standing perfectly still is really bad.
Forward.
And by this I mean over here. I could be wrong though, but I just am assuming they have a ward there. I don't even want to
Oh,
blink for that
yes.
fucking illusion rune because I feel like if I blink for that and there's a bounty hunter and then a pudge, I could die. But I'm gonna blink
Your
for it anyways.
queen moves.
I don't want to
Battle
have to do
Royale.
that. And now, Lifesteal's revealed himself on the map, as has the
Your
Phantom
top
Lancer.
tower
Quickly
is
now.
under
Looks like
attack.
Phantom Lancer has solo killed my Rubik, which is a little hard. And that is the, yep, these are the guys I was so scared of.
No.
Alright, kill this one. I know you want to. It's got a high bounty. It's actually worth you killing Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter should kill this. It doesn't return enough damage to not justify killing. Well, it does to the Coddle, but
Your top tower is under
to the
attack.
Vlad's Bounty Hunter, there's no reason to not claim that
Oh,
100 gold.
yes.
Your top tower has fallen.
Battle of the Jungle carries. I think I'd rather have a Midas Lifestealer than a Midas Chen on my team. That's like a Midas Enchantress. At least you can justify Midas Enchantress, but...
Your top tower is under attack.
The queen is dead. Long live the queen. As I will.
The enemy's
Doesn't even warn of blanks. Like I just fucking open wounds to fall.
Yes.
That's a dead. No, he's gonna live, but that's also a hasted pudge, so this is a really hard thing to catch.
Yes.
I had 3 heroes at that, so it was pretty effective.
A path to pain. A royal path. Growing strong.
I'm not tracked, so I cannot die here. It's possible for me to live.
Quickly now. Swiftly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Radiant
2 to G.
structures are
Thanks.
fortified.
I went Midas PF.
Forward.
Pretty shitty kill though. There's some heroes who Midas isn't actually very good on, even if you can get it like really early. Just because you don't benefit from the attack speed, so you've wasted the only, well, not the only benefit of the item, obviously the increased skill per minute is nice. But on heroes like Phantom Lancer and Anti-Mage, you're pretty much a shit tier bad can if you don't Midas. Actually, that's not true at all with Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is a terrible example because Anti-Mage and Void benefit really heavily from the attack speed. When I said Anti-Mage, I was thinking of other carries, but basically getting a Midas on a hero like Phantom Lancer doesn't really help you because you could get your next like
Does this hurt?
item progression. Like you could get an item that helps you to farm better than a Midas does. But Anti-Mage again is a terrible example because Anti-Mage and Void can both go Midas Battle Fury and it won't affect their Battle Fury timing. So it's actually a pretty fucking good build if you're getting free farm. But this game, the Phantom Lancer's decision to go Midas is only paying out because 1, he had more than free farm because he got a kill. And 2, he wasn't pressured on the lanes because we decided to concede the lanes. In lower level games, landing like this is a really bad idea. I commented on it in the well, as soon as I realized that we weren't going to dual lane bottom, because we basically conceded bottom lane in the jungle, so it was a guarantee 100% that all 3 of their carries got farm. Like, I knew I would be able to shut down the Pudge, and I knew the Coddle would probably be too bad a player to get farm in the jungle, which is the case, but it doesn't matter because of how we laned it.
Not yet.
Like, we're just guaranteed to get
It's
fucked.
not time
Because the Bounty
yet.
Hunter is guaranteed to get farmed because my supports are too fucking dumb to buy sentries
I'm
for a
not
tri-lane.
ready.
If you ever tri-lane, you need to buy sentries or else you're guaranteed to lose and your supports won't get you farm. It's especially true if you're up against like a Broodmother or Bounty Hunter. If you don't buy sentries and you're tri-laning against a Brood or Bounty Hunter, you're a full retard. Lifestealer didn't get fucked with in the jungle because of the way we laned it. The Phantom Lancer was given a free lane because of the way we laned it. The Bounty Hunter was guaranteed farm because of the way we laned it. So it's just one of those games, I guess.
Quickly now.
Nature's Prophet at least benefits in regards to being able to right click, but like a PL or like a Meepo or shit like that, you'd just be better off just getting like a farm item, like a real farm item.
Here.
Oh, I missed the hero that I wanted, I only get the punch.
Pain in me.
No way. What a joke. That didn't happen. I just wanted to kill the Coddle and hit the Pudge, but instead I only hit the Pudge with my ultimate, which is horribly ineffective.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I would have lost faster than Meepo.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Monster kill!
Your middle tower has fallen. I guess the crown passes to me. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen.
All he does is win, guys. All he fucking does is win. He's just such a skilled player. That's probably why I'm getting the pro tips from him. Big BM. And a huge
As I will.
hub PL. Checking the Dota buff. That's right, I wanted to see if all he did was win. I needed to be 100% sure. I get the feeling that guy's lost a couple of games, you know, because he built fucking
my game.
Midas on PL.
Your queen moves. A path to pain.
Kill requires very little skill right now. I don't know.
Forward.
I bet he has maxed his dot block. Oh, cool. He went the Midas Radiance build.
Oh, yes.
The Midas Radiance Heart build, so he's clearly a fucking scrub. There's really no reason to ever justify the build. Oh man, that's pretty sad. I could have used the active ability on my Necro, but I didn't because it wasn't hotkeyed, because I leveled it.
Forward.
A healing hand.
Here, here.
Yeah, and those illusions are just chunking me because it's effective item build.
A
Your
path
bottom
to
tower has
pain.
fallen.
Feel this. Oh, yes.
There we go. I like that build.
Your
It's good
queen
because he doesn't
moves.
include a diffusal blade or anything, and it's 28 minutes, so he's no hurt. But it's okay because all of his lanes won, and we pretty much
As
conceded the
I
game on
will.
the laning phase just because we ran really, really bad lanes for public game. This is kind of unfortunate.
Felt that. I know I'm a pain, but you love me anyway. Forward.
3-5 quap.
Oh, yes.
Nice buyout.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm under attack. Oh, yes. I declare a month of mourning.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yo, you ate my fucking centaur. That is not cool.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Can you go kill a centaur with your Midas? That GPM and carry us?
Can you miss like 30 ults and then cry about it?
Missed 30 ults. I think I missed one ult this game as a Queen of Pain. Can you rice more Midases and try to outcarry the fucking double Midas enemy team? Is it Chen?
Your
A
bottom tower
royal
has fallen.
return.
Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Share my pain. I'm under
Your bottom
attack.
barracks are under attack. The enemy's
royal
top tower
path.
has fallen. Your bottom barracks are under attack.
Let's get
I'm under attack.
Like how they only fish for me too.
Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Wow, hit that one. It's another bracer in the bank right there, guys.
Quickly now.
I wonder what PL bought with his gold now. Okay, so he's looking to complete that heart.
A path to
Your middle
pain.
tower is under attack.
A royal path.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has
Forward.
fallen. Your middle tower is
I'm under attack. Swiftly.
The Oaks can again. Here, I'll deliver it to him this time. There you go, with me. Fight me, motherfucker. Do it.
Your ancient is under attack.
It's not time yet.
Your
Oh,
ancient is under
yes.
attack.
Not yet.
Your
Forward.
ancient is under attack.
I'm under
Dire
attack.
structures are fortified.
a spare raven.
Your ancient is under attack.
No nearer to my goal than before, but with greater resolve.
Radiant victory.
Are you so mad? I'm kind of mad. None of these games have been very fun. This one was worse because the enemies were shit talking.
You will hear no more from me.
Ooh, bright and
That's
shiny.
good, 160 CS in a 32-minute game. It's pretty impressive. But I mean, that was a pretty fucking gay game. It was more or less the same shit as the last game. Where it's like a game that you know, like 10 minutes in, you're gonna lose. Except this one was a game that, like, it didn't take 10 minutes to realize that we were guaranteed to lose this game. It took like 0, because before the creep spawn, the way that we're gonna lane this is really, really bad. Because let me explain this. Let me explain this, guys, okay? See, the enemies have like 3 heroes that need to get items to be effective, right? And those heroes are Bounty Hunter, Phantom Lancer, and Lifestealer. We put 1 hero bottom, which was the Windrunner, which is fine if you do in a high level game because the trade-off is that your easy lane gets free farm. I don't even think the Clinks fucking completed an Orchid that game in a 32-minute game, so obviously it wasn't like a big safe lane farmer. And my Chen didn't feel like a very high impact Ricer that game, so it was basically my jungle Chen trying to outcarry a jungle Lifestealer. Obviously, mid was a complete toss. That lane was like, what, I was like 3 levels up on the Pudge, but that's fine because what the Pudge has to do is try to make kills happen elsewhere. To his credit, the Pudge managed to make successful kills happen in my side lanes. Like, he did 2 successful ganks before I even did anything, but that's fine. Or, like, the hasted Pudge should not have gotten a kill top because he walked by a ward. That shit just shouldn't have happened. But the reason I said we lost this one on the laning phase just was because the way we decided to lane it. If you put 1 hero bottom and you don't get sentries for top, you 100% guarantee that the Lifestealer who didn't even go a Quelling Blade is going to get a lot of farm. Why? Because there's no hero to contest him in the jungle because you're not dual laning, so you can't walk into the jungle and kill him. You also guarantee the Bounty Hunter gets farm, because any fucking Bounty Hunter that's worth his salt will be able to get farm in a lane where no one buys sentries, and it's not actually an effective tri-lane, which this one wasn't because the Chen was ricing with his Midas. And yeah, the Phantom Lancer is going to get farm because it's a Windrunner, and he can win that matchup 1v1 if he was a good player. But again, kind of a fucking lame game. But this is why solo queuing on this account can be pretty frustrating, because of how these stacks work. I'm going to get a Skype call with someone so I don't fucking off myself. Intense sadness is all I can...
Don't off himself, buddy.
What's up, dude?
Not much.
You on?
Yeah.
The worst part was that everyone in that game was incredibly low skill and I was getting shit talked. It's like, really? Like, that PL was fucking terrible, and it wasn't even... Oh, man. Like, if I were that PL, I would have had, like, 400 CS and 900 GPM, but...
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's kind of what happens, and, like, have we ever lost a game, Brunst, where I'm given a free lane? I don't think we have.
Nope.
Yeah, but it'll happen one day when every single lane loses. Actually, no, we have. The Treant game, but I don't know if you were there. I played Treant.
I wasn't there.
I was more or less given a free lane because it was a solo bottom, so it was like a free lane, and I lost because it was a Treant. That was the first time I think I've lost in like a month where I was just given a free lane. I think I was given a free lane and did a poor item build, and it was really, really sad because he shit talked the entire fucking game. Like, even like really bad shit talking too. Like, wow, a buyout? It's like, dude, fuck you. The game is over. Like, you're fucking camping our fountain.
I saw how you bought items and then you sold everything you had, and then with that half of that gold you bought a bunch of like bracers, and then you bought something else.
It's called a tech switch. I teched into Boots of Travels after buying out.
Oh yes, yeah,
Then I teched down into bracers, you know?
Putting your money to good use.
But the Chen was beyond retard. Like, even if it was like a useful like jungle racer, I would have been happy. Like, if it was just like an AFK prophet who isn't TP to lanes, at least a prophet going Midas Ags can be useful. Like, a Chen who does that shit is just beyond stupid. It's like when you get an Enchantress who just like rices up to like a Midas and then stops dominating creeps because that shit requires micro. But I'm pretty sad about that game. I'm not really mad, honestly. Like, I don't tilt or get angry when I play games. I just get, I don't know, like, there's no way, like, I feel like when I stream I try to make the games entertaining, but I wasn't able to do that for the last 3 games. I played a Treant game where I was a Treant, and that's just not fucking cool at all.
Yes.
And then because Treant's a shit hero, and it's not fun to watch him because he's also a boring hero. Like, Meepo is at least a shit hero that's entertaining to watch. People enjoy Meepo games. And so it's like I played a solo queue game where my teammates were fucking downies, and we immediately lost because I had to jungle on a Lifestealer, and everyone lost their lanes. So it was like, okay, GG 5 minutes in. And then that game, instead of putting 2 heroes bottom and just soloing our Clinks against a Bounty Hunter, which the Clinks will win pretty handily, we decided, but the Bounty Hunter will still get farm and levels, we decided to tri-lane the Clinks, and the Clinks was tri-laned and didn't even get a fucking Orchid before the game ended. So it was like, that kind of shit is just fucking...
I've had miserable games as Clinks, but it's like really easy to get an Orchid by like the 25-minute mark.
Am I gonna have any support this game, or are you gonna go mid?
I'll play support.
Sick.
This is my win account right now. I only have 1 loss on it. I think it was a chin throw too.
Well, honestly, the absolute hardest games that I ever play, where I'm guaranteed to lose and never have any kind of fun, are when I solo queue and I bump into a stack. Like,
yeah.
Because the way it works is it tries not to match you with or against stacks when you solo queue. But if there's like a 4 stack, there's potential for them to have an odd man out pub, and then you to be the odd man out pub. And that shit fucking sucks. Like, I wish I could say that, like, oh guys, my win rate on this account is so high. I crush pubs all day, every day. But no, I win games on this account because I mostly play with friends that are good when I play on this account. Or I solo queue and I just dodge the games if I think that they're gonna be terrible. Like, because like if
I
get
dodge so much.
like I used to just play it out if I got matched up against like the demon stack or the Merlin stack. But these days I don't, because it's not fun, and it's like I don't learn anything from those games except like how my pubs can get outplayed and how I can get outplayed and then lose the game. But like, fuck man, it sucks to get matched up against a stack, because if you're matched up against a stack, like especially one of like the good player stacks, like, it doesn't matter how good the people on your team are, you're just going to lose because you have pubs, and you're just hoping that they throw it. Although, to be fair, I think the EG stack throws a shitload of games they don't have to, but it doesn't matter because, again, you're just hoping that they throw it because they're better players than, like, yeah, like, if I get matched up against a stack and I know that individually every single player in the stack is a better player than me, like, there's a pretty safe bet that every single player in that stack is also better than one of my pubs, so it's like, what do? I just hope they throw.
Yep. That's what I do.
But yeah. Make good games. I don't know a lot of people that are decent at the game. I know like maybe like 3 or 4 people that are okay. Sometimes I play with other stacks. Like, as you can see on my friends list, I have a lot of people added, like Infinity, GDF, what's his face. And
like, as you can tell by my friends list, it's like a
well,
VIP
I mean, like
list.
on this account, I only add people that I actually would like to play with, whereas on other accounts, I add like viewers. Although some of these people I probably wouldn't play with, but like playing with other stacks like can be fun, you know.
Yep.
Because like playing in a stack is fun, because if you play in a stack, you only get matched up against like other stacks if you're good players, pretty much. I mean, you can get matched up against 5 solo queuers, but that's really, really rare. So it's like if Merlini plays, he's always playing in a stack, right? Merlini virtually only plays against other stacks, so he gets only good games. So it's like if I play with the GDF stack or whatever, as far as stacks go, and this isn't to flame GDF, because he's like a really good player, and so is the other guy. Like, I don't know what this guy has to be called. He always just has a marijuana name and then like drug theme things, but he's a good player, right? I mean, he's played like thousands of games. But as far as stacks go, and again, this isn't to flame them, that's probably one of the lower skill stacks. I mean, it's not one of the lower skill stacks. That's actually a bad way to put it.
Because
it's just that there are so many really
better
good stacks. Yeah,
there's better stacks.
Like, there are stacks of like 5 competitive players playing all the time. God, what do you even pick against PL to win, Brunster? How do you beat that hero in pubs?
Cleave, like a Sven.
My God, PL coddle every fucking game.
I was gonna go like PL Shadow Demon. I mean, not PL, Sven Shadow Demon.
We want to go something equally fucking gay, since these guys wanted to coddle PL in a low-level pub. Let's go Wisp Tiny. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's just do that, and then let's just you carry Dust at like the 7-minute mark, and then we just kill the PL when he goes to fucking race. This is a pretty fucking gay way to play, but
5 seconds
it's
remaining.
pretty effective against PL. Because seriously, fuck people that like run that lane first pick. Even though I actually love running that lane, and it's not like broken by any means in a dual lane setup. But sick, we have track gold. This fucking owns. If you ever try lane, you need to get sentries.
Wards in the chicken.
Because if you don't get sentries, you're not going to be able to unblock your pull. Yeah, you can mid green. We need you to go mid, and then we're going to try lane top with me, Wisp, and Veno. But one of you, Venomancer or the Wisp, needs to pick up sentries so you can unblock the pull. This should be good because I'll be given a free lane again, and I never lose when I get those free lanes.
Why did he...
A rolling stone.
Okay, what is this
It's a
guy
bad
doing?
item build, but he wants to bottle Crow early, but it's still a bad item build. Because he thinks he's going to be up against a Luna, so he thinks he needs the Quelling Blade, but he really, really doesn't. He really just needs to go, like, double branch Tango and then just get a bottle and crow it like you would as a Brewmaster. Because the way the Dragonite and Brewmaster win mid isn't because they're good mid heroes, it's because they can just
Wait,
bottle.
we're
Yeah, that's why one of you needs to get sentries.
Yeah, Venom got him.
Good. That's really, really good. You know that your supports are okay if they have the presence of mind to buy sentries for a tri-lane, which is the only way to tri-lane. You can't tri-lane without sentries unless you're in a really, really low level game.
Hard time invisibility.
I'm just gonna grab the invis because I don't give a fuck.
Head for the quarry.
He buried the ward, so that's again, like a lot of bad players don't bury the ward. Sometimes I don't bury the ward intentionally because I like to put it here so I can just see if what people are doing, if the enemies have a guy who wants to farm the jungle. But it's again a matter of preference, so. This guy's trying to block creeps on bottom, he doesn't realize it's actually not very effective.
No, he
You
just
guys
did
can
it.
just farm the pulls and stuff because I think it's going to be a solo hero, and go kill him, go kill him, go kill.
We got.
Okay, we don't want to fight him in the creeps. You don't want to fight him in the creep line. Oh, we take so much damage for this. Can we kill? Can we kill? No! I lost my salve. Brunster, can you tether and salve me? Brunster, can you tether salve? Or salve tether? I lost my salve like a fucking scrub, but luckily I have a
And look at that. Look at that.
You have a... You got first blood, right, Brunster?
Yeah, I'm gonna up. Don't
Careful.
worry, I got
You're
him.
taking a lot of damage. Fuck, that's not good. This is not a good pull either. You guys need to stack. You guys need to stack when you pull in this lane.
No, I'm gonna pull this wave. It'll be fine.
It's really hard to do now. What's patch? Have you done it as a support?
Yeah, I've done it. I just did it like last game. But actually, Wolf Commander's
You
just.
see how fucked I am right now, though? Like, how much damage I'm gonna tank with no stout shield?
I have. I've got some regen for you.
Okay. Because I have no stout shield, so when you guys do that, it kind of hurts me.
Of course.
Stack wolves? Yeah, you do. You stack anything. The funny thing was that instead of a free lane, this is actually a really, really aggressive lane, like an axe and then another guy, but I think the axe is fucked
Axe
up.
is gone now. Solo disrupt.
But I should be getting free farm and I'm not.
I'm dead.
How are you dying to a solo disruptor, dude?
He trapped me.
So you basically got outplayed?
Yep.
Okay. Try to avoid that happening again, if you can. Like winning and getting killed by a solo.
Well, I think he has boots.
Okay.
Check his inventory.
Fuck man, I missed another easy CS. I have to go back to the lane now. Or to the wall. This sucks because I'm not getting free farm and you just got killed by a solo disruptor in the tri lane, so it doesn't help. I'm not getting any farm either. Like I'm.
Well, I'm gonna
out.
just. I'm going bottom. Like this is stupid. Like this is a really stupid lane.
It is, but you're not gonna help the bounty hunter at all. I don't think. You're just gonna get spammed out immediately, and I'm losing this lane. So.
How am I gonna get spammed out?
How are you gonna get spammed out? Because you're going up against a fucking axe
think
coddle Phantom Lancer. Like you're gonna get spammed out of the lane pretty quick, but you can try to go that lane, and then I can show you why it was a stupid fucking idea and why you should have been keeping the disruptor level 1 instead of dying to him.
He was level 2.
Oh, either way.
Somehow.
Good to keep him down. It's probably because there was a huge engagement at level 1. But this is kind of sad because I'm not getting any farm and we're tri-laning, so.
Well, Vena is just like.
Well, I know. I mean, that's
really...
because I had to go back because I'm an idiot and didn't get any farm. So. Alright, I'm back. Can you guys go, like, stack the pulse so we can get lane equilibrium back, and then we can just try to static it and keep the disruptor at a low level like we should have done from the start.
I mean, tri-lanes are so stupid for Wisp, though.
Fuck me, I fucked
like,
up. No, that's the only way to play Wisp, dude.
no way.
Are you shitting me? Do you think Wisp does anything in a dual lane against another dual lane or against a tri-lane?
He
No.
needs the levels, though.
That's why you tri-lane him, because he's the fucking levels, and then, like a good player will get a lot of experience by just doing pulls. But hit this once? No. Whatever. But I'm getting fucked here.
Pull it, pull it, pull! What are you doing, Venom? Go, go, go! Dude.
Oh, he did that wrong.
Like, he hit it after I did.
Can we kill the disruptor? No, we can't because his boots. It sucks. Massive dick. I'm being out farmed by a fucking solo disruptor. And PL should be free farming because there's no hero in his lane, so I think we're gonna get another unbalanced trade-off on the lanes. But the thing is here, this is on me because it should be free farming. This isn't a hard lane, but I just fucked it up. Because I didn't go Quelling Blade or Stout Shield. So I can't really farm it very well under my tower, even with my high base damage hero.
And then I don't. Oh, wait,
Can we kill this guy since one Gale and he's dead? Nice.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Keep going. Nice, that needed to happen earlier though. But it's okay. We finally did it. We're gonna have to make a lot of kills happen since I'm not farming very well at all. Like in the mid game, I'm saying, like especially on the PL, like that guy needs to be #1 on our shit list this game, Munster.
Yeah, I'm giving you mana, and I'm gonna go work.
Okay, thank you. But this would all be fine if I was better at what I should be doing this game.
All right, this hard camp's 3 stack.
Okay, I don't think I can clear it, and I don't think you guys can either.
I mean, you can combo it when you're ready.
I need help, I need help, I need help. It takes so much damage right now.
On my way.
Is this a non-stack?
Do you want a lane ward?
No. I'm really not worried about any of them coming to kill me.
Right away. Of course. Forward. You got it.
Fuck.
Rolling out.
I missed that one too. It's really lame. Oh,
You just took out Luna.
No deposit. No
nice.
return.
Do you want to get this?
Your bottom tower.
If you go to river, he's dead.
Go up river, Veno. Veno, there's a disruptor running at us. He ran back at you. Nope.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's the only way he could have got out, so.
That pull was really bad, and it stacked up the camp, so. If I was playing this right, since I was given a free lane, I would have just went treads into Ags immediately, but since I'm playing it incorrectly, I'm going to go the slaying tiny build since I'm not going to outrise this guy. Even though I should be outrising him, but again, I fucked it up. Low skill player, etc. He knew he'd do that. Maybe almost 6 or whatever.
I'm almost 5, kind of.
Okay, so no.
Oh.
Are you dead? Yo, can you run down the river?
No, I'm fine.
Dude?
I should be fine.
Oh, never mind. This guy is trying to do some randy shit, and it's not really working.
Yes.
Did you not die?
Yeah. Longest tether ever. Bounty Hunter is gonna die for no reason though. Maybe not.
It's funny that that guy actually would have killed me as a solo disruptor if I fucked that up. You can rise to the lane for a sec, Veno. I'm gonna TP back.
Yes. I'm not ready. Forward.
They're just pushing so hard. You can't really do
oh my
too
god,
much.
they got 2 towers down there. That's terrible. Is there Bounty? At least, no, he's not. Bounty, go, just go get level 6 somewhere and I'll go farm bottom, okay?
I think Axe is still level 4.
Just try to stay,
Yeah.
like, just try to help where the bounty goes.
He's not the best bounty.
I know, but
by
just try
any means.
but he didn't die at least, dude. And he was tri-lane.
That's true. But he's gonna get ulted, I think, right here.
But try to get 6 so that I can join the fight and be helpful.
You gotta stay in front of him.
Sure.
I'm not too shameless to admit that I'm farming poorly, so I'm gonna do what is always a good idea if you're farming really bad. and just static this lane, which is really boring to watch, but again, like I just want to win.
A rolling stone.
I think we won that because we took out the Axe and the Luna, but we lost me and DK.
Did you force Luna to ult?
Wait, what?
Did you force Luna to ult?
Oh yeah, she ulted.
Great, then yeah, it was a good engagement because the clips can really fuck your supports in the early game.
Well, that's yeah, it destroyed me.
My favorite quarry.
So that being on cooldown is really, really good.
I think we actually do we actually get coddle?
The enemy's top tower
I was
has
saving
fallen.
you.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Siege creep really fucks with my ability. I like how this always comes, how it always comes down to this, where like where I play tiny, where I could just get fucked and then I just static the lane and like AFK rights up to whatever item I want. Do you have a TP for me? No. Well, I can't be at the fight then. The other thing worth noting too is that this PL is going to be able to rise really liberally because he has a coddle, so he can just get TP to the fight. Finally, the bottle is no longer on the courier for whose bottle that was. It's on the courier for fucking forever.
It's just kind of a standoff right now. They have 4 people mid, and it's all their carries.
Yeah, I'm just gonna deliver it.
And they're pushing pretty slow.
I fucked up my ability to static this lane out by merit of killing the enemy catapult, which is a huge error.
Gotta run in front of them. Okay, well, no one knows apparently how Wisp works. Where they just like to stand in front, like, they don't stand behind them.
Your top tower
That was a really
is
bad
under
fight for you
attack.
guys, apparently.
Your top tower is under attack.
Oh, that's kind of fucking annoying. Kill has apparently had enough of my shit and doesn't want me to stack the lane anymore. So he decides to bop me once. Fuck you, kill. Getting a solo kill on the enemy carry is always like really, really good.
Of course. Get him.
He obviously did not account for the fact that the range on low level toss was buffed in the last match, so he died like a low skill newbie.
Sure.
This bounty hunter, very questionable.
Bounty hunter, careful, friend.
Rolling out.
You should have thrown me.
No. What are you doing? Oh no, that's that.
I'm stuck.
Careful.
I'm full HP.
Yeah, I just wanted to
honestly
buff
isn't
that guy
that much, but
Might be able to turn it.
I have my
I'm
ult.
gonna prioritize
so
killing the Luna here. But again, I'm behind, so I need to try to make myself useful to my team. It's a good way to look at things when you're behind a carry. Like, the more behind you are, the more useful you need to be. Just because, yeah, my team is behind as well. I don't think I can kill this guy. I'll just go invis when I run up if he's a smart player. He's not a smart player, so I can maybe kill him.
oh, you got someone coming down river.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no Craggy. Oh well. I played that poorly. That's really bad though. At least the Disruptor got the kill credit and not the Coddle. Or not the Phantom Lancer, but it doesn't matter because the Phantom Lancer almost has a Diffusal Blade. That's all he needs to be really useful and potentially fuck me. But you need to, now that you're level 6, just be near me. Like, just like attach to me and never leave.
Yep.
There's some shit going on mid. Oh yeah, we'll go out after this game. Sorry, I've had a lot of really kind of disappointing games, so I want to end the stream on a good note because it's been pretty painful to watch, I think.
How long?
I don't know.
You have to go to sleep. I have to go to sleep at like 4.
That's fine. Stun? Yeah, well, maybe. Please don't complain. Can you go? Nope, we have no dust or anything. No?
I have dust.
Oh. Well, even then I don't want to go up the hill into that. Let's try to kill Luna as she rises.
I'm under attack.
You can throw me.
No, I'm not going to throw you when she
A
bottles up.
volleyball, man.
When she bottles up like that, you had to be near when she was low. Can we go, actually, maybe? No. But yeah, you had to be near
I
when
was
she was
about
low.
to.
Can we try to kill the Disruptor? Like, tether to me?
Tiny smash.
Oh, he knows. He has a ward here, by the way, dude.
Rockfall coming.
It's fucking annoying, that Disrupt. Careful, he's
They're gonna. Ow. I can't get.
That's fine. Careful, dude. Careful. Careful. I really don't want to get fucking eclipsed.
A rolling stone.
Thank you. I'm not a big fan of eclipses. Shit is terrifying.
You're the fastest.
Yeah.
Top tower is under
But this game, because I don't have any farm, I'm just opting to just participate in kills, which is good because I've been in 8 kills, but I don't have any farm to back it up.
Your top tower is under attack.
So
You can comp with this whenever you're ready.
I'm not useless anymore because I'm not ready. But I'm not useless because I'm 5-1. So I've been a part of kills that have gone well, but I haven't gotten any track gold, and I have a fucking bounty hunter, which is kind of confusing to me. Since that hero has one job, and that's called trap kills. Don't be here.
Well, I.
Middle tower
Okay.
has fallen.
We need a game on people. Can you TP and then ult me in right now? TP and ult me in. TP and ult me in.
I'm going back to base.
Hey, the Wisp is gonna ult me in on this, guys. We should fight. You need to take me right on top of this Coddle. Okay, they knew because you did it in front of their face. That was fucking terrible. You just killed me. You literally killed me, Monster.
Oh, I TP'd right on top of the Coddle.
There I said no matter what. But they can see the TP location, like into the trees is always worth it. But I see that how that could be confused. We won the fight though.
Them.
We wiped them, but that was definitely worth it, I guess. But again, we got 0 track kills.
We got,
and
and
bounty hunter.
no, we got track. We got 2 tracks.
Did we get 2 tracks?
Yeah, because Veno.
But I'm really sorry. That was my fault because I said TP right on top of him, and that's obviously an exaggeration because you should never TP right on top of someone. But that's on me, dude, because I told you what to do and you did it, and then it was a bad call. But I always like to do it in the trees. I don't know if it's... Does it still destroy trees on like...
I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I should have done that.
No,
but
no,
I mean,
no, I told you to take me right on top of him, and like, there will be times when I do want you to take me literally right on top of him, so I cannot fault you for that, because that's completely on me for telling you what to do, and it being the incorrect call. You should get that tower since it's deniable. Yeah, no, I can't fault you there, dude. That's not me. Like, it pinged exactly. I pinged like the lane, and then you TP'd right where I pinged to, and I told you to take me right on top.
I didn't even see your ping. That's just. I mean, it just looked like a good.
I said take me right on top of him, and then you pinged, like, and then I pinged somewhere, like in towards the lane. What I wanted to go was that little nook in the trees, but again, you did what I told you, so I'm like, it'd be pretty dickish of me to like be like, wow, Grunster, you really fucked up for doing what I asked.
Do you want to send that to the secret shop?
Yeah, that's where I was sending it.
Sorry, I had sentries getting
It's all good. Yeah, how dare you buy things to reveal the invincibility heroes on the team, you fucking noob.
They just dewarded me here, so we should counter them. I'm not getting anything.
I'm in a really stupid spot now because everyone is MIA. So like someone could just TP and kill me.
I got hungry, so now I have to go back to the well.
I'm gonna keep trying to slay enemy heroes because I'm not going to be able to carry with this slow farm.
A rolling stone. Attack.
Here, you need to get near me, and then let's go and try to make shit happen with the bounty. Be it solo killing PL or something else. Yo, bounty, go on your bottom and just try to stalk the PL, and then me and Wisp can TP onto it if you can identify the real one.
I have sentries and dust.
Just hook me so that you can potentially go if you need be. Okay, get ready, go now. Into the trees. Oh god, you did it around.
Dude, he's not going anywhere.
Dust, it's us. Oh my god, this is so bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Are you in a gale before you die? And ult? How is he not dead?
That is the worst.
Wow. Eventually, to the top. Like, we're gonna clean up pretty nicely, I think.
This. Why doesn't he just kill him?
That was still a good fight, I guess.
You should just go BKB.
No, I need to get the axe before I go BKB.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna lose out on effectively. Yeah, that was a good play by the enemies. But again, that was a good fight for us because we're pulling away in levels when that happens.
Except I warded our ancients for 3 minutes.
Like, we have 3 level 14s, so. Also, Dragonite is going Armlet, which is not, I think, the best way to build it, but if you're gonna go for Helm of the Dom, well, he didn't go Helm of the Dom, but if you go Helm of the Dominator, it's okay because you have all that armor. And more importantly, it's a very, very cost-effective right-click item. I have less gold now than I did a minute ago, so that's not good. I need to maybe just farm the Sags, to be honest. Careful, Venom. Do you have a dust or something? Drop a sentry, drop a sentry! Oh, too late, dude. He already...
I can port in and get... Do you want me to port?
No. Because he's already gone. The Venom didn't drop the sentry in time.
Haste!
But you should try to always be near me though at this point, because we can make some...
I was trying to put up some vision.
That's fine. Hey Bounty Hunter, if you look around on the map, me and the Wisp can just look for, like, we can assist you if you find anyone alone. Do you have like a drum and shit? Or I mean an urn rather?
Me? I have a magic stick.
Okay, never mind. Go for the urn ASAP though.
Yeah. I mean, if I get any.
My Venom is going Ags and he's actually going to complete this game.
Well, dude, he was farming, like...
Here, tether me? We can't game on top, so don't try. Maybe we can. Can someone TP top? Someone TP top? Someone TP top so we can kill the PL? Can we just go?
Your top tower is under attack.
Yeah, my
no, those are both illusions. He already died.
Towers.
Uh-oh.
Your top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm on before didn't shit.
Your top tower has been devoured.
Oh, she's pretty fucking strong. Can we defend somewhere? Never mind. They're not gonna push, I don't think. Yeah, they're not gonna push. They'd be foolish to push. They might, but I don't think they will.
Illusion.
I need to go kill one more camp and then get combat ready ASAP. Careful, you've been dusted, dude. Holy shit, that was the worst, like, send back in the world. Yo, tether me, and take me into the fight. Tether me and take me to the fight. Like on the PL. Oh, never mind. Never mind. PL dead. I'm just gonna go back to base, dude.
Yeah.
I almost have axe or whatever. I just need to sit down and rice this at some point.
You'll get it, right? In that lane.
I don't think I'll get it in this lane, but I'll get it soon. I think we can win this pretty easy.
I mean, we're our initiation, but our team's cleaning up pretty well. Which I
Yeah,
haven't.
we keep dying, but that's fine because our team is. They have items like this. Dragon Knight is now level 16 with an armlet, so.
There's a ton of farm mid.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Want to take me to the coddle right now?
I'm too low. But yeah, if we want to come in well, I
No,
can.
you're not too low. You're not too low. Oh yeah, you are. Try to take me to him before his track expires. Like you need to do it behind a tree because he's just gonna run, and he has a mech, so you need to be careful. He heard that. He heard that. But just stay attached. Stay attached. You're dead now, Bloodstone.
You got him though.
But it wasn't the tracked one, and unfortunately we gave Luna a kill in exchange for you getting a kill and then dying, so you don't actually get any gold, whereas Luna does.
Now I have an urn. I didn't have one when I first TP'd.
That's true. YOLO. You get an urn. One more urn than you had when we left the base.
Exactly.
See if this guy overstays his welcome. I won't be able to kill him, but especially since the real one isn't even there. Got called.
Your middle tower.
Uh-oh.
Your middle tower is
Can
under
we try the game?
Coddle has a ton of sentries, by the way. So careful.
Oh god, they're going on us, go.
So dead.
Hit the Luna, or the Luna rather. Holy shit, that's a really big venom ult. Oh my god, this guy's doing so much damage!
Throw me if you want.
No, cooldown. Holy fucking crackle. We are in such a good position now because of all the splash damage we do. I bet this guy picked DK just because that guy picked PL thoughts, just like how I just picked Tiny because he did. Because I want to be fucking dickheaded and just perp derp counter freaking hero club. I have my 16 axe now, it's so slow, but I fucking finally got it. It's like the slowest I've ever riced on a Tiny.
We could have got. You can go PL. Yeah.
You ready?
I'm porting back to mid for it.
If he stays there, I have dust. I just fought it. Okay. Those are neither of them are real, I don't think.
I'm gonna do it here anyways.
He knows.
Want me to send you back or stay here?
Take me back, take me back. You carry my dust, please.
I have dust.
Oh, well then I'll carry it. I guess drop it again.
I'll give you the one charge.
Yeah, give me the one charge, that's way better. Yeah, he was franking in the trees. He's only level 13 though, so he's no longer as threatening as he was. He was level 11 when I was level 10, and now he's level 13 when I'm level 16. However, their Luna is still quite a threat. Me and DK are fairly strong, and the Venomancer is going to be useful so long as the enemies are too dumb to go BKB.
Well, Bounty
do
is
you have a TP?
kind of
Do you have a TP?
smashing him. He's done. Oh, dude, I just TP'd you like.
Yeah, I know. That was a dumb question. Like for some, but the cooldown it doesn't really feel that long on.
It's like a.
It's a 60-second TP eventually.
It's 90 for me right now.
Yeah, but it comes down to 60 eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that level 2 right now.
I think our bottom is dying though. They way overplayed their advantage. Uh-oh, are you getting fucked?
I dare her to use her ult on me.
I'm gonna run at them. I'm gonna run at this Luna. Are you ready? I'm gonna cut her off. Just go. Oh my god, dude, that Veno ult just absolutely fucked them. We can get mid tower now.
I'm gonna get. You see. Careful, she probably has ult.
Doesn't matter, she can't solo kill me. And our teammates pretty much
Solo
own,
kill
so we
me.
need to do something when our teammates
Yeah,
fucking rape them
here.
like that.
Throw me.
No. I'm gonna come up to DK.
It hurts.
Stun? God, that DK stun lasts so fucking long. We can maybe even racks off of that, guys. That's pretty ridiculous. This DK is so fucking ownish, dude. It's been a long time since I've gotten pubs that genuinely fucking carried me. Like, I played like shit this game, and I didn't get free farm in a lane. I should have gotten free farm in. Like I said on stream a million times, but like, I can't stress enough how badly I fucked this and how well my pubs played. Like, this is a game where I genuinely got carried by the pubs, so I can't complain. But that's fair enough, I guess. That's how Dota matchmaking works. You lose the game automatically because of shit pubs twice in a row, and then you get carried. Easy.
I am keeping this guy alive. It's so hardcore. Man, list number 1.
You're so good, Funster. I like how that always comes up. Can we Rosh? I can't believe we got Rosh.
No! No!
I mean, how we got racks on that.
Dude, this DK! Look at this DK!
He's
Dude,
so,
he's a man!
Look at how big his dick is. He's like dead no matter what, but you gotta give him
No,
credit.
he's not. He's fine. Oh no, I'm dead!
This is a BKB game for sure.
Try some different food tonight.
What?
Let's try something new tonight. See if there's anything else.
Okay. Like, I don't know where to go though, aside from the Subway, the Taco Bell, and that other place.
What are other good places for fast food?
I don't know. Chat, what are some good places for fast food?
Really late at night.
Really, really late at night.
I said Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell is not a...
Taco Bell's awful.
It's past 2 o'clock and our Taco Bell closes early or something. I don't know. Holy shit, I ran so fast.
Almost past it. It really has to at that point. You got carrots out of that game.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna comment on it after you were done with your game, but I decided not. So,
Want me to take you back to base?
Well, I want to get the fuck out of here. I think I'll just run.
Cool.
I just have to be idiot.
Well, they're getting a rush out of it. Well,
this means there's some slight
maybe not.
lag on your stream. Some, like, slight lag on your stream.
It's the broadcast delay. Like, I can't do anything about it.
It's like an input delay. Yeah, that's back on the stream.
No.
Well, it looks like a little bit choppy, I guess.
Choppy?
At certain points. Like,
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
like, you can definitely see how much more.
This is called the YOLO Mask of Madness when I know the game is plugging in.
Like, it's way more smooth on your screen than it is on the actual.
Holy shit, this guy went Battle Fury. But whatever. Again, I can't fault him in a game where there's a...
Immortality.
I can't fault him in a game where there's a PL. Even though I think Battle Fury builds and Bounty Hunter are usually really bad. Not many, it's fine.
How many?
Just kidding, there's 700 people.
You want to come bot?
Yeah, I do. I want to come bottom really bad. It's real. Wow. Okay, so fucked. I like how I get... Oh no, I didn't. I was about to say I like how I'm going to get a shitload of money for just watching my teammates kill that guy. But I wasn't in range. If you're close enough to attract a kill, it just gives you the gold for it. It's pretty cool. That and the assist gold, how it works in Dota 2. I know, Sean, I'm gonna make so much money. You just wait, I'm gonna fucking retire. All these Twitch dollars, it's ridiculous. The Twitch TV fucking millionaire. 100 chicken nuggets. 1,000 chicken nuggets, they say. They know about one time that I bought like 60 chicken nuggets and I couldn't eat them all. Leftover chicken nuggets are fucking terrible too. Damn, backdoor. We have such a stupid amount of cleave damage. Like, everyone on our team can cleave, all of our carries, so...
The enemy's bottom tower has
I don't really like getting Massive Menace too much on Tiny unless I have a BKB already. It's sort of like the same concept as with Sven.
A rolling stone.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, I get jacked.
Yeah.
Jacked up
The enemy's bottom tower has
Well, if I played this correctly, I would have just went I would have just went Tridax, and then I would have been way stronger. But since I was behind, I just decided to get a you get a tree, and it gives you that big, sick, nasty cleave DPS and extra damage to buildings. It makes, yeah, it's basically a better farm efficiency item, and You can out carry a PL pretty easy if you go treads, axe, AC, you'll out carry the PL.
I can imagine that's how it's done.
No, it's not always the best way to do it. Like sometimes people like to do the run them down build, which is nicer in like competitive or higher level games when the enemies are gonna fight back. But here it's like I'm a rapist. The enemies just. Well, I mean that's how you do it.
That if you actually did that.
Oh god, that manta is so effective. I like I'm just sitting there. Yeah, I know.
Bad.
Thanks, dude. Can you TP back and then ult me in, Fronster?
Just buy TP boots, bro. What are you doing?
Fuck that shit, because I have a support bitch.
The enemy's middle tower
Oh,
has
wow, what a
fallen.
bitch. You could have just bought TP boots. You have 1600 gold anyway.
Yeah, but I like my purple boots. They're more styling this season.
Your top tower is under attack.
I got a drum because I want to keep up with you.
Thanks,
But that
dude. You
doesn't
want to
make
lay
any
down some
sense.
sick beats like me and Dragonite? Like all the carries went drums this game, dude. It's fucking
That's why I got it, because I'm the best carry there is. Dude, I tried to carry as Wisp solo mid, and I got close to it, but I went armlet.
Not even
It was
JR
awesome.
pull that one off.
Dude, I raped some CK mid, but I mean, here's it. No.
What are? Oh yeah. Also, because there are lots of homeless people in Denny's at night.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Pretty sure homeless people can afford to eat, or otherwise they would be dead. Do you have any overcharge yet, Monster?
You mean the dumpster?
Come here, Monster, come here. Get the fuck in there, pool faggot.
I disabled help for that exact reason.
Can't disable help from Tiny. Tiny can help you no matter what. Well, that was a nice game after all the really saddening games that we've had tonight.
After that, guys ever tried Jack from Las Vegas? They're underrated as fuck.
Interesting.
That game my farm is inflated because I killed a bunch of huts, and my CS picked up at the end after we'd already won. But I really fucking dropped the ball in this game, and if we lost, it would have been my fault. Because in the early game, I was being tri-laned, and we nearly double killed their tri-lane. But one, I wasted myself, and that's just like shitting away 100 gold. So instead of coming out ahead on the tri-lane because of the assist gold and shit, I came out behind. And then two, I fucked up a bunch of things into the tower. No, this isn't the scrub account, this is a good one. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to go out and I'm going to eat, and then when I get back, maybe in like an hour or two, I'll continue to play. And if you're still here, Bunster, we can like duo queue or do whatever.
Alright.
Are you going to be here, you think?
Yeah, I'll probably be around.
Okay, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the stream, if you follow, you know when it comes to line, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry for the sad games today. There were a couple of really, really bad games, but I'm going to continue to play. And I'll just play on this account because the games that I get on this account will probably just be better than the other ones since this is like that sick win rate Dota buff account, etc. Fuck you, faggot. But anyways, that is it for now. I love you guys. Goodbye.